Yeah, I gotta keep it trendy on my soul. I'm the most selfish person that I know. Here we go, down the rabbit hole. Got a couple carrots round my neck. Self-respect, when you out of line, you put yourself in check. They don't hear me, they don't hear me though. Cycles going round and round and round like a merry-go. Stand for truth, or fall for any old scenario. That's why I keep my circle smaller than a Cheerio. Cause this the company you keep. Stay woke, please don't get caught sleep. End up sowing what you reap. Know your worth, and don't sell cheap. The ghost inside of me,
ladies and
can't take it out of me.
boys
No
and
matter where I've
girls,
been, it's not where I'm meant to be. I be shining perfect timing, check your watch. And I know who I am no longer lost. I got tired of walking around.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome in as we get ready to rock and roll here with the Bluegrass iRacing Series. It is the double dash for cash tonight as we get ready to rock and roll. These drivers about to head out onto the racetrack for a quick qualifying session. As they're going to jump out onto the racetrack, they're going to try to lay down their quickest lap times, and they're going to try to get ready to rock and roll for another night of wicked racing action. Yo, Brycey Bear, Bryce Dickinson coming in, smashing that like on the stream. What is good, Brycey Bear? What is good, my boy? Coming in, showing that love. What is good, my boy? What is good, homie? How you doing tonight? Yo, Bobby Hall Jr., what is good, Bobby? What is good, my boy? What is good, homie? What is good, my man? What is good? How you doing tonight? Ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be one heck of a show. A little bit of something different than what we usually do. You got these, we're at Auto Club, baby. We're pavement racing. As you can see these NASCAR trucks out onto the racetrack. Getting a little bit of qualifying in here. You see Brandon Marlowe out there in the 37 ride. Donnie Batiste out there as well as Battiest out there trying to run a good lap time in the 67 ride. See Jonathan Atkins out there as well as Alex Huffman jumping to the top of the speed charts in the 2 ride. So Huffman currently with a good lap time, but Jonathan Schwartz gonna jump up and take that pole position away. So Schwartz out to the top spot. See some of these guys, see Jason Salter out there as well, looking to get a good lap time in here in the 10 ride. Salter trying to look very good out there. Man, oh man, oh man, we got a big field of drivers out here tonight. A lot of fast cars and a lot of drivers looking to put their name here into the record books and trying to pick up a checkered flag. Salter gonna jump up into position number 2. A good fast lap time there for Jason Salter, as now Alex Huffman gonna come back with his second lap. He's gonna jump up and jump into position number 2. Jonathan Schwartz still with the quickest lap time. Schwartz almost a 1/10 of a second quicker than our second place driver right now. Trevor Fitz though gonna jump up and take that second spot. See a little bit of a Bloomquist paint scheme there. Is now Braxton DeWeese. Braxton is going to jump up and take that top spot. So a new quick time out there on the racetrack. Is the 8 ride jumping up, taking that top spot away. Woo! Donnie out there as well, still looking to get a good run. We see Ed Osborne out there as well in the 42 ride. Matt Grenier out there in the 15 machine. Ladies and gentlemen, I do apologize too if I get any names wrong. If I do get them wrong, if I do mispronunciate them, please let me know. I will try to correct them. See Justin Winters out there in the 88 ride, I do believe. Winters looking good. We see Jordan Salter out there as well. GT Hawkins looking to put down a quick lap time in the 14 machine. Hawkins going to be looking very good here in this one. We see Keith Hackney out there in the 69K ride. So Keith looking to have a good run here in that 69K machine. Woo! Oh! Whew! Baby, this is going to be fun, chat. This is going to be fun. I've been excited for this one for about the past week. We've been getting this thing, locked and loaded, and everyone getting into it, and everyone getting ready to see some wicked racing action. If I do miss comments as well, I do apologize. I try to make sure we hit every comment. So if it's on the Peacemaker Gaming Facebook page, if it's on the Bluegrass iRacing Series page, I do apologize if I miss your comments or anything else. I'll try to get to them. I'm trying to flip through all of them, trying to make sure we keep everything rocking and rolling here, trying to make sure that we always have everything going here with everyone's stuff going on in the background. But
let's go.
Let's see if we can get some more of these drivers out here onto the racetrack. See if we can get the final few drivers out there for qualifying. GT Hawkins gonna finish up his second lap. Currently in 20th, but he's going to jump up into position number 3 as Jonathan Atkins is going to take that top spot away from Braxton Deweese. GT Hawkins, though, going to jump up into that 3rd spot. Schwartz and Fitz going to round out our top 5. Jared Mogard out there in the 00. Mogard currently in that 9th position. Looks like that's going to do it for his qualifying effort as he's going to slow that truck up, pull off to the infield. Here we see Josh Fuller in the 12 ride. Fuller going to look for a big run. Fuller going to try to jump out here and try to jump into the top spot, looking for a very quick lap time. Woo! Adding some things over on the YouTube channel, making sure we got everything tagged right over there. Beauty, save all that. Make sure everything is good. Yo, Reed, what is good, my boy? What is good, Mr. Sanders? What's good, homie? How you doing, Mr. Reed Sanders coming in, showing that love. What is good, my boy? What is good? Yo, Wes, winging, coming in, smashing that like on the stream. What is good, Wes? Wes coming in, showing that love, smashing that like on the stream. You got Houston? Oh, man, come on now, Wes. Don't bring up Houston in here, bro. No, I'm just kidding. Houston. Got Houston, baby. Let's go. Reed Sanders coming in with that heart reaction and the share as well. Let's go, Reed. Bobby Hall Jr. coming in with that share as well. Try this again. You're going to try this again, eh? Bobby, going to try it again? I don't know. Oh, man. Bringing up Houston, my poor Phillies, bro. You're going to bring up Houston? Come on now. Don't do me like that. Oh, man, this is going to be good, chat. This is going to be good, man. We got a lot of fast cars out here. You see that D1RT machine. Josh Fuller going to come down pit lane here. He's going to end his qualifying efforts out there on the racetrack after a good run, a good drive. You do a hell of a job, my bud. Absolutely.
Let's go.
Thank you, my boy. I try to always put on a good job, doing a good job and making sure that everyone, enjoys the show here, as it looks like qualifying going to come to a close here, ladies and gentlemen. So qualifying coming to an end here. Means we're going to get ready to go green flag racing with our feature event here, our first race of the evening, as we're going to get 2 big races here tonight. 2 big races here in this one. So it's going to be a battle all night long. A lot of very fast cars, a lot of fast drivers out there on the racetrack. It's going to make for a good show, man. It's going to make for a great show. Woo! Oh! Woo. All right, as I do believe only one driver left to qualify. That's Chance Carr. We haven't seen him out onto the racetrack here for qualifying. Right now, Jonathan Atkins in the 22 ride with that quick time here in qualifying. So the 22 ride looking to try to park that ride down here on that pole position. Braxton Deweese in position number 2. GT Hawkins, Jonathan Schwartz, and Trevor Fitz rounding out the top 5. We see Keith Hackney, Bobby Hall Jr., Alex Huffman, Jared Mogard, and Matt Grenier rounding out our top 10 here in qualifying as of right now. I think that's the way she's going to finish. I'm not sure if Chance Carr is going to jump out onto the racetrack or if he's going to have enough time to jump out here, even get a lap in. So we'll have to wait and see. Maybe he'll jump out there, but man, Auto Club Speedway looking absolutely beautiful here once again, man. This racetrack always so fresh. This racetrack always looking so beautiful. See those palm trees there in the background. You can see just how nice this racetrack is, and it's a shame. It's a shame. I mean, I'm so glad that iRacing has it, and it's going to stay here on iRacing for a very, very long time. But we know in real life, they're tearing this place up. They're making it into a housing development and making it into a little tiny short track, which I'm okay with. I do like short track racing, but this track had a lot of history and a lot of character to it, so it's gonna be sad to see this track get tore up. Reed says, "Gosh, I suck ass at qualifying." Oh no!
Let's go!
BDR Mafia, let's go, Kirk. Let's go, Mr. Angel coming in showing that love. BDR Mafia, let's get it, baby. Let's get it. Reed, oh my gosh, back in 29th, my boy. Reed, what in the world? Qualifying, definitely not a fan here for you, man. That's a tough one. That's a tough one. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get ready to go green flag racing here. Our A main feature event about to get underway as these drivers get loaded into the sim. We're going to get ready here for our starting lineup. Yo, Connie Haynes. Connie coming in showing that love, smashing that heart on the stream. What is good, Connie? Connie coming in showing the love, smashing that heart reaction. Ladies and gentlemen, if you guys are just tuning in, make sure y'all hit that like, hit that share, and hit that follow button. If you're watching over on YouTube, smash that like and smash that subscribe button as we continue to build over there as well. If you guys are watching on Bluegrass, make sure you guys do the same thing over there, man. Smash that like, smash that share, smash that follow button for everything over there on Bluegrass Racing as they brought us in here to put on a great show here for you. And I look forward to putting on a wicked race and a wicked show here for each and every one of you here tonight, as this is going to be a fun night of absolute wicked racing action. A little bit of a doubleheader here. A little bit of a doubleheader, dash for cash. Some drivers are going to come home with some extra money in their back pocket. We're going to have some hurt feelings. We're going to have some wicked racing action. And a couple drivers are going to come home with that checkered flag as we're going to get ready to go green flag racing as these drivers get loaded into the sim here. We're going to get ready for our starting lineup as they start to load in down here. Down pit side, as we're going to see them roll off and onto the racetrack here in just a few more seconds.
Let's go!
Jonathan Aidkins rounding out our pole position here as that 22 ride starting here in that pole position to his outside. In the 8 ride, that is Braxton DeWeese. Starting in position number 3 in the 14 ride, that is GT Hawkins. Starting in position number 4 in the 52, that is Jonathan Schwartz. And then we see down in row number 3, the 28 ride of Trevor Fitz. Then we see Bobby Hall Jr. to his outside. Keith Hackney out there as well. Alex Huffman in the 2 ride, starting there in the 8th position. Jared Mogard in 9th, and Matt Grenier rounding out our top 10. Wes Wingen starting there in that 12th position. He's got Jason Salter down to his inside. Ed Osborne starting there in the 14th position with Billy Milner to his inside. Then we see Jordan Salter there in 16th. Brandon Marlowe. The 9 ride of Chris Blanchard. Donnie Battius out there in the 67 ride. Tyler Peacock there in the 81. Justin Winters. Cody Anderson. Dakota Shepard, Joey Doucette, Josh Fuller, Thomas Ferreira, Chuck Gentile, Nick Mills, Adam Lancaster, Reed Sanders rounding out our field here as 30 drivers getting ready to take this green flag. 1 driver not making it out onto the racetrack. That is Chance Carr. So no Chance Carr here. Man, 30 drivers getting ready to see this green flag fly as that iRacing pace car is going to make the hard left-hand turn down pit side, and we're going to see this green flag in the air. Jonathan Adkins, Braxton DeWeese down here for the green flag as we're going to set them loose, and we're green flag racing from Auto Club Speedway. Auto Club Speedway, the house for us to run at here tonight as it gets tight up there at the front of the field. You see the 8 ride of Braxton DeWeese slide down and underneath the back bumper of the 17 ride, looking for a big run here down the backstretch. See him lined up there on the high side as Keith Hackney trying to work himself up towards the front of the field early on here in this one. You're going to have to wait and worry about these tires falling off early on, but you see these drivers really moving around. They're already searching around this racetrack as they're trying to find the quickest way around here, but they're trying to stay glued right to each other in a little bit of a draft here. Keith Hackney pushing that 52 ride of Jonathan Schwartz towards the front of the field. Side by side there, it was Jonathan Atkins who was picking up lap number 1 here. So our leader through lap number 1 goes to the 17 ride. They head down the backstretch. You see all these guys still a little too wide battling back here. Donnie Battius back there in position number 19, battling side by side there with Drew Proel. Drew, I probably murdered your name, my boy. I do apologize for that. I do apologize if I murder anyone else's names throughout the evening as well, as I'm sure that'll happen. Yo, Monty Richard coming in, smashing that like as well. GT go. Hey, Kirk, everyone coming in, showing that love over there on YouTube Gaming. Let's get it, ladies and gentlemen, as man, up at the front of the field, still side by side. Jonathan Atkins and Braxton DeWeese still battling here. It looks like the 17 going to try to roll off in front of him here. He's going to clear him, so the 17 ride out in front all by himself. Now here comes GT Hawkins. Hawkins down to the inside here. Hawkins trying to jump up and make the pass for position number 2 as he's trying to work himself towards the front. You see Keith Hackney jump down to the bottom side of the racetrack as well. He's going to leave that back bumper of Jonathan Schwartz. So Schwartz up through the middle here. See that bottom side, still the quickest way around the racetrack. And these guys get some big runs here out of corner number 2 down this backstretch. And you can see them all lined up there on the high side, getting a good draft. Good, clean racing so far. Still a lot of side-by-side battles back here. See Chris Blanchard right there, just in front of the 80 ride in the 67 as he's trying to work himself a little bit farther forward. See Adam Lancaster in the 88 ride. Lancaster not really, I was told earlier in the night that he would be one of those drivers there at the end, so we'll have to wait and see if he can get that 88 ride up and towards the front here. Chuck Gentile back there as well. Dakota Shepard, Nick Mills back there battling side by side. This is back in the 25th, 26th position. Thomas Vieira right there in the 3 ride. Reed Sanders poking his nose into that battle. These guys are at the rear of the field. Josh Fuller back there as well in the 12 ride. Fuller, one of those drivers I would have thought would have been closer towards the front here, trying to have a good run, but maybe playing a little bit safe here early on in this one, maybe trying to avoid any early accidents as they're still right at the front, side by side here. 3 deep back there behind our race leader as GT Hawkins jumps up and clears the 8 ride. The 8 ride a little bit tight there through corner number 1 and 2. He's going to slide back to 4th as Keith Hackney in that next level racing ride going to jump up into position number 3. So GT Hawkins and Keith Hackney early on in this one on the move towards the front of the field. Alex Huffman with a good run as well as the 2 ride up now into position number 5. He's got Jared Mogart to his inside. Then you see Trevor Fitz and Jonathan Schwartz. Schwartz unfortunately sliding back quite a ways here now. Oh, a little bit of contact. Around goes Trevor Fitz. Fitz through the infield, and we're going to see our first caution flag fly. Heavy contact down into the inside wall. Trevor Fitz going around here and having a fit down there on the front straightaway. There's a tough break there for that Scott Bloomquist looking number 28 ride, as tough break there for Trevor Fitz. We're going to take a look back and see what happens here. It's a tough break there for Trevor Fitz. Just looks like a little bit of contact here. Looks like the 52 getting not quite squared up to the back bumper of that 00 ride. Kind of shoves him off the racetrack into that left rear quarter panel. Trevor Fitz, then Fitz down across the nose of the 52. Slides through that grass and then hard into that inside wall. He's going to have to use his quick repair early on in this evening. And that's the last thing I think Trevor Fitz wanted to do, was use that quick repair so early in the night. Let's see if we can get on board here with Trevor Fitz and see what happens. Let's play it back just a little bit here to that initial contact. Right there, just nothing he could do, couldn't see it, just trying to hang on the binders here, trying to get that truck woed up. Oh man, tough break there for Fitz. All right, looks like that truck still quite a bit of damage on it, so he's gonna have to go down pit side once pit lane opens up here. But these drivers are gonna have a decision to make here early on. Do they come down and get some gas? Do they get some tires here? Looks like everybody's gonna come down pit side. Nobody's gonna stay out on the racetrack. Oh, there we go. One driver, Tyler Peacock, is gonna stay out on the track, go for that track position. See Chris Blanchard out there as well in the 9 ride. He's going to stay out. Joey Doucette as well in the 16. Going to play a little bit of track position here as they're going to jump up through the field. So 3 cars staying out on the track as everyone headed down pit side for their first pit stop of the evening. See who can come off pit lane first as Jonathan Atkins stay out in front. And it looks like he is going to be that first truck off pit lane. GT Hawkins there in second, and then I do believe it was Braxton DeWeese who might have came out there in that 3rd spot, but we'll have to wait and see how iRacing scores it, as it looks like Keith Hackney might have been able to stay there in that 3rd position off of pit lane. Alex Huffman there in 5th. Jonathan Schwartz, Bobby Hall Jr. in the 94 ride having a good run. Matt Grenier out there as well, Ed Osborne, Jason Salter. Should round out our top 10, but 3 trucks staying out on the racetrack. Gonna really mix things up. That is really gonna mix things up. Yo, Kirk Angel 525 coming in, smashing that subscribe button, becoming a brand new subscriber over there on YouTube Gaming. Let's go, Kirk. Welcome to the Peacemaker family. Welcome to the Peacemaker crew, my boy. Coming in, showing the love and dropping that subscription. If you guys haven't already, make sure y'all hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that gosh heckin' follow button. Hit that subscribe button if you're watching over on YouTube as we get ready to stack them back up and go back to green flag racing, and it's going to get very interesting. We got some older tires out here. These guys really weren't pushing their rides too hard a little bit through the middle of the race. No, they were mid-pack towards the rear there, so they really weren't too hard on their tires. At least you hope they weren't. Maybe they got a little bit of life left in those, but you gotta imagine, man, some sticker tires right there behind them. Gonna have that extra little bit of grip, that extra little bit of speed is gonna make things very interesting here at the front of the field with 3 trucks staying out to mix this up. But those trucks may come to life here with a little bit of clean air, a little bit of open racetrack. And you see those trucks come to life and may balance out those rear tires. We'll have to wait and see how this all plays out. The lights are off. That official iRacing pace car. We're going to get ready to set them back loose. 30 drivers still out there. A lot of action can happen here. We got a lot of laps left to go. Our first caution flag coming out for Trevor Fitz, as Fitz, unfortunately, goes around, brings that first caution flag out. Looks like Fitz doesn't feel like there's a lot of damage to that 28 truck. He stays out on the racetrack, does not use that quick repair. That's going to be a bold move right there, as we're going to get ready to go back to green flag racing. Tyler Peacock, Chris Blanchard, Joey Doucette, and Jonathan Atkins, our top 4 trucks here, as that pace car makes a hard left-hand turn back down pit side, and we're going to set them loose. Waiting for these trucks to get into that restart zone, and here we go. A great restart there, a good jump out of the 81 ride of Tyler Peacock. Peacock clears that outside lane, already going down the front straightaway. He's going to be clean and green at the front here. They're all side by side back there behind him. This guy's doing a great job, as you can see, almost a little 3 wide coming out at corner number 2 as the 14 ride taking a look down low here. Them all head down the backstretch, mixing it up, slicing and dicing. Woo, baby! These trucks are putting on a show for us. The 17 ride of Jonathan Akins, though, already up and around. A couple of those trucks that stayed out on the racetrack. He's already up into position number 2. You see Keith Hackney right there behind him as Joey Doucette trying to hold on to that 4th position. Doucette in that purple ride, still trying to hold on here as he's right in the middle of it, right in the thick of it. I don't even know, can't remember who that 3rd truck was. I do believe it was Chris Blanchard, already back in about the 16th position here. Staying out onto the racetrack, doesn't look like it's played out very well for him as he's fallen through the field rather quickly. As now we're going to get a pass for the lead here as there goes Jonathan Adkins. Adkins around the 81 ride, and he's going to take the lead away. So we got a new race leader, Keith Hackney, sticking right there with him. As Hackney down to the inside here of the 81 truck, trying to take over position number 2. It's Jonathan Adkins out in front here, trying to pulled away a little bit from that 69K ride. He'd love to see these guys continue to battle side by side. Hackney could not make the bottom side there in corner number 1 and 2 work, and now that's going to open up the door here for Joey Doucette as Doucette going to jump down to the bottom side. Looks like those tires paying off a little bit here for the 16 and the 81 as they've been able to stay up inside the top 4 here throughout the first 3 laps of this restart. So a good job and a good run by those guys. Oh, Keith Hackney, a little bit of contact. Hackney's gonna go around here. Keith Hackney getting spun down the front straightaway, keeps that truck in one piece though, no contact. The inside wall keeps it out there, keeps it off the grass as well, keeping that grill clean. But Keith Hackney up in position number 3 after getting a little bit of contact there. I do believe that was with Joey Doucette. Spins him around. We're gonna get our 2nd caution flag of the evening. Play it back just a little bit here as Keith Hackney up on the high side, the 16 ride. Looks like maybe he thought he was clear, just wasn't quite clear enough. Flips that rear end there of Keith Hackney and spins him around. Let's see if we can get a angle right here off the nose. Right there. Oh, there goes Hackney. Unfortunate break there. He's just not gonna have an opportunity to do anything here. He's just hanging on and enjoying the ride at this point. Is that contact right there? The Papa Mike Promotions Brycey Bear Designs ride, the NH Lens ride goes around. And a tough break there for Hackney as he's gonna be deep in the field now. Gonna have to get another fresh set of tires, and he's gonna have to work his way back towards the front here. He's gonna have to pass a lot of trucks. Jonathan Adkins out in front. Tyler Peacock there in position number 2. Joey Doucette there in position number 3 in that number 16 truck. So we'll have to wait and see. The 81 and that 16, this caution flag may not help them as they may now be 2 trucks that go down pit side, or does everyone go down? Drivers thinking about it. Some drivers staying out. Alex Huffman in the 2 ride going to stay out on the racetrack. Drew out there as well. Billy Milner out there. Justin Winters staying out. So another little bit of a mix-up here. Looks like Reed Sanders maybe staying out on the racetrack as well. Reed's going to stay out. Things are going to get mixed up here once again. 5 drivers staying out on the racetrack as Jonathan Adkins back down pit side. Braxton DeWeese, JT Hawkins, Bobby Hall Jr., Matt Grenier all jumping down here as well. And Alex Huffman staying out on the racetrack here. Going to have a few laps on those tires. We saw it pay off there for the 16 ride and the 81 last time. So you got to imagine it may pay off once again as these drivers jumping back out onto the racetrack. Looks like Tyler Peacock, the first driver out of the pits. Braxton DeWeese there in 7th. Bobby Hall. And what happened to Jonathan Adkins as a bit of a slower pit stop there for the 17 ride. Joey Doucette back there as well. Those guys having a little bit slower of a pit stop. That's going to put Jonathan Adkins back in position number 15 here on this restart. Joey Doucette right there behind him. Chuck Gentile back there in the 88 ride in 17th. Jordan Salter there in 18th. Brandon Marlowe, Adam Lancaster rounding up the top 20 here. You see Keith Hackney way back in 23rd after the pit stops. Alex Huffman is our new race leader here. So we got a new race leader. I do believe this is the, what, 4th leader we've had this evening? 4th or 5th leader, man. Woo! These guys mixing it up already at the front of the field, and I think this little bit of a pit strategy is going to mix it up even more. We're going to see some drivers really deciphering whether or not they should stay out on the racetrack, see if they should, you know, I don't know, man. This is a tough one. This is a tough one out there. They can stay out. They can stay on the racetrack. Those sticker tires is definitely something that these drivers love, man. That's a lot of comfort and a lot of extra stuff right out here in this one. Yo, Matthew Glenn, sup, my guy? What's up, Matthew? What is good, my boy? What is good, Mr. Glenn? How you doing, my boy? How you doing? Good to see you, homie. Good to see you, my boy. How you been? How you been? Coming in, showing that love. What is good, mister? All right, the lights are off. That official iRacing pace car, and we're going to get ready to set them back loose here. These drivers side by side up the front of the field. The top 5 cars, well, top 5 trucks did not take tires here. So it's going to mix things up here. Our first truck with fresh tires is that 81 ride of Taylor Peacock, as Peacock with the first set of fresh 4 clean tires out there on the racetrack. Have to see how he can work himself through these older tires, see if he can work himself towards the front of the field, as that pace car is going to make the hard left-hand turn, and we're going to get ready to set these drivers back loose. The pace car going to make that hard left right there. We're going to wait for them to hit that Geico restart zone down here. We're going to get back to green flag racing, as the green flag back out in the air. Alex Huffman with a great restart. A good jump, 2 car lengths already down the front straightaway as he pulls away from the 80 right at Drew Prowl. Justin Winters right there in 3rd in the 88 ride. Then we see Tyler Peacock up into 4th as he's going to make the pass on the 17 of Billy Milner down on the bottom side. So Milner, one of those trucks that stayed out on the racetrack, now under fire is Bobby Hall Jr. And that green and white number 94 is going to jump up to his outside, trying to make that pass for position number 5. Bobby Hall looking very good out there in this one. We see a lot of drivers trying to slice and dice their way through the field. See the 17 rider Jonathan Atkins, who was our race leader there before that caution flag, all the way back in 12th, already moving up a couple spots there on that restart, but he's got a lot of ground to make up, trying to work himself back through the traffic. G.T. Hawkins there in the 14 ride, so isn't Braxton DeWeese right there in front of him as they try to work themselves back up into the top 5 here. Braxton taking a peek down below the 4 ride of Reed Sanders. Reed trying to hold on to that 4 truck, as you can see Taylor Peacock sliding back into position number 5 as Bobby Hall Jr. jumps up and takes that 4th position away. It's our top 3 starting to break away ever so slightly. Ooh, it's getting tight up here as you see Justin Winters in the 88 ride now jumping down to the bottom side of the racetrack, going to try to pull up side by side with the 80 truck, trying to get a little bit of a side draft there. Can't get any. You can see the 2 ride of Alex Huffman trying to move that truck around, going from the bottom side to the high side there and back, as trying to keep a little bit of this draft off the front nose of that 80 truck of Drew Prohl, as he's right there in position number 2. Now Bobby Hall Jr. jumping up, taking that 3rd position away, as we're going to jump into a Peacemaker Gaming. Crank it up, ladies and gentlemen. Crank up that volume and cheer on your favorite drivers. right as the caution flag flies here. The caution flag coming out once again. Start cranking up here. The sun setting down over Auto Club Speedway, and things are just starting to heat up as the caution flag coming out once again. See one driver there with quite a bit of damage. We'll take a look back and see what happens. We saw some drivers moving their way towards the front of the field. Hoffman, I do believe, still out in front. Bobby Hall Jr. there in second. We see the 80 truck of Drew Prohl there in position number 3. Jonathan Atkins working himself through the field here, already up into position number 4. That truck showing a lot of speed early on, passing a lot of trucks, jumping back up towards the front of the field. Chris DeWeese, let's go. Braxton, let's go, Chris. Cheering on the 8 ride of Braxton DeWeese up into position number 7 as some of these trucks going to head back down pit side here. Looks like Jonathan Atkins, though, going to stay out this time. So 17 truck to go for a little bit of track position this time. Yeah, Adam Lancaster staying out. Joey Doucette staying out as well. Brandon Marlowe staying out onto the racetrack. Donnie Batty is out there as well in the 67 truck. So it looks like we're going to get another 5-6 trucks going to stay out on the racetrack. Jonathan Schwartz going to stay out there as well in the 52 ride. So we're going to take a look and see what happens here. What brings out our 3rd caution flag of the evening. It looks like Justin Winters. Winters, one of those trucks that stayed out last time, the 88 truck, with some heavy damage, hard contact there. Not sure who that was that got into him. A hard lick right there with the 88 truck. We may have to slow this one down just ever so slightly. As you can see, I'm already getting a little bit of contact there from the 81 ride of Peacock. Right there's the contact. He's going to slide up into the outside wall here. It looks like 17 just barely getting by the 14, the 4, the 00 just barely making a little bit of contact there. 88 ride. Not sure who that is. Who is the 88 on the racetrack here? Too many 88s out there, chat. There's too many 88s. Why is there so many 88s? Oh my gosh. There's too many of them, as we're going to jump right on board here and see what happens here. We'll take a look at the hands of this 88 truck here. See that little bit of contact right there in the left rear quarter panel. Gets up into the outside wall, keeps it straight, but then unfortunately just get ran over there by a couple other trucks. Just not being able to avoid them. That's a lot of heavy, heavy damage there for that 81 machine, 88 machine. So we got them stacked back up. We're going to get ready to go back to green flag racing. Jonathan Atkins out in front. Adam Lancaster there in second. Then we see Joey Doucette there in position number 3. Brandon Marlowe up into 4th. Jonathan Schwartz there in position number 5. We see Jared Mogard. Donnie Battius there in 6. He's actually supposed to be up in that 5th position, and the inside of the 52 ride. Drew Prohl there in 7th. Bobby Hall Jr. back there in the 10th position with Alex Huffman to his inside. These drivers all stacked back up, ready to go back to battle. We're going to set them back loose as that pace truck going to make the hard left-hand turn, and we're going to go back to green flag racing. The 17 ride of Atkins, our race leader, choosing to take that outside lane here, looking for a big restart, looking to try to pull away from the rest of the field here, as we're going to go back to green flag racing here from Auto Club Speedway. Next 2023 season starts next weekend, so busy back at it. My boy Glenn, let's go, homie. Glad to hear you guys picked up the Super Truck Championship, and they're already ready for another night. As you can see, these trucks going 2, 3, 4 wide all the way back throughout the field here. As all these trucks mixing it up and some more contact. Couple trucks going around here. A few of them down the backstretch, one up into the outside wall. Tyler Peacock in there. Keith Hackney, Jordan Salter in there as well. The 9 ride of Chris Blanchard in there. Chris with a little bit of damage. We see Jordan Salter in the 92 ride as well. Nick Mills in the 7. Keith Hackney there in that 69K truck, also getting another piece of that one. So a bit of cautions, reading cautions, as we're going to go right back to that caution flag. Let's take a look at this one as it looks like it starts right in front of Tyler Peacock here. That is the 28 ride. I do believe that is Trevor Fitz who's going to start this thing off here with a little bit of a slide up here. Take a look and see what happens if there's any contact. Doesn't look like it. Just looks like that rear end skips out, gets into Keith Hackney, gets into the 42, the 81. Everyone's trying to avoid that. The 3 truck getting some contact there as well. Keith Hackney, I do believe, getting hard at that inside wall here after the initial contact there with Fitz, as Fitz comes down the racetrack, just loses up there on the middle. With some heavy damage, a hard lick right there with the 92, then hard into this inside wall right there, into the safer barrier. Quite a bit of damage on all 4 corners there. The 69K ride. Definitely going to have to use up that quick repair. Get that truck fixed up and back out onto the racetrack, as you see all these trucks headed down pit side here to get some work done to their rides. A lot of tore up race cars right there headed down pit side. See Billy Milner out there as well. Mac Grenier in the 15 truck getting some work done as well as he heads down pit side. Keith Hackney going to pull into his pit stall, going to try to get some work done to it. You see Trevor Fitz already parked down in front of him, getting some repairs. Keith going to use that quick repair. You see that truck coming back to life down there. We're going to get him stacked back up, and we're going to get ready to go back to green flag racing. Atkins with a good restart there. Adam Lancaster right behind him. Joey Doucette, Brandon Marlowe, and Jonathan Schwartz rounding out our top 5 here. So we're going to get ready to set them back loose once again. See that 52 truck of Schwartz has a little bit of front end damage as well here. We'll have to keep an eye on that. That is definitely going to affect his aero out there on the racetrack. May scrub a bit of speed off. You can see that front end pretty damaged up, pretty flat there on the front. Luckily enough, not too much damage where it's not puncturing that radiator or anything else. So that's good news for the 52 ride, but definitely not the shape you'd want to be in up here in position number 5 on the racetrack. Yo, Matthew Glenn coming in, smashing that like on the stream as well. Let's go, Matthew. Let's go, my boy, coming in, showing that love, smashing that like button. Let's get it, homie. Let's get it, my boy. All right, the lights are turned off. That official iRacing pace car. That means we're going to get ready to set them back loose. We're going to stack them up here side by side. 15 rows deep, and we're going to get ready to go to green flag racing. Yo, JT coming in, smashing that like as well. What is good, JT coming in, showing that love, smashing that like button on the stream.
Let's go! Let's go!
All right, is the field looking a little bit more thinned out here towards the back? We're going to have to wait and see if we can get some more drivers out here. Some of them still coming down pit side, getting some work done. You see Taylor Peacock out there, Jordan Salter, Thomas Vieira jumping back out onto the racetrack. Keith Hackney getting done his pit work here, getting that truck back out onto the racetrack. You see Trevor Fitz still parked down pit side, and see Ed Osborne. Some of these guys may have already used their quick repairs, may have some longer repairs down there pit side. You see Cody Anders down there, Justin Winters, Chuck Gentile, Jason Salter all down there as we're going to get ready to go back to green flag racing as the green flag back out in the air here once again. A great restart there out of the 17 truck of Jonathan Atkins. It's Atkins out in front by about 2-3 truck lengths in front of the 88 right of Adam Lancaster. Lancaster trying to stick right there with him as he's starting to open up a little bit of a gap between himself and Brandon Marlowe and Joey Doucette as Doucette right there to the inside of Brandon Marlowe. Marlowe, one of those trucks, stayed out here, looking to get some fresh air on that front of the grill here, looking to have a good run as he's going to jump up and take position number 3. So Marlowe coming alive here in the second half of this race. See them still mixing it up. Dyson back and forth back there throughout the rear of the field. Bobby Hall Jr. trying to work himself back towards the front. Braxton DeWeese right there in front of them. That's in 8th and 9th. That's the 94 right underneath, getting a little bit tight there behind him, and a little bit of a slip off the 2 ride. The 8 ride makes some contact. GT gonna get some contact there, and we're gonna go back under the caution flag here as, man, looked like the 2 truck. Check to see who that was. I do believe that was Alex Huffman. Some heavy damage parked down there. He's gonna take that truck off the track and down pit side. But Alex Huffman losing it there, just ever so slightly out of corner number 2. You can see that truck get very, very loose. We're going to play it back just a little bit here. You can see that 2 truck starting to slide right there, tries to catch it, still sliding, but makes a little bit of contact and gets that 8 truck up the racetrack. He almost goes upside down after some heavy contact. The 67 truck, man, a lot of damaged rides right there. A lot of trucks, unfortunately, getting tied up in that one. Deweese with some heavy, heavy contact there. Let's see what happens to the 8 ride here. Is a little bit of contact when the 2 ride, this new thing comes off the racetrack. Him and the 52 come together. Then they both come back up. One comes down the racetrack. One comes back up the racetrack. And we'll jump right on board here. Where is Braxton? There he is. Play it back just a little bit as right there to the outside ball, then back into the 2 ride, the 2 ride back into him. Reed Sanders might have gotten a little bit of a piece of him there. Quite a bit of damage there for Braxton as well. Hopefully he still has his quick repair so he can jump back out onto the racetrack. Some of these guys down pit side. You see Thomas Vieira jumping back out onto the track here in that 3 truck. Keith Hackney, he's going to come back down pit side once again here. Going to get some more repairs done to the 69K ride. Chris Blanchard is going to stay out onto the racetrack here as everyone else heads down pit side. Blanchard's going to stay out. Jordan Salter going to stay out as well. So 2 trucks staying out this time. Is Jonathan Atkins going to finish his pit stop. He's going to come out in position number 1 there, but he's going to be in that 3rd spot on the restart. The 94 truck of Bobby Hall Jr., Wes Wingard, there in 5th. Dakota Shepard, Matt Grenier, Adam Lancaster, a little bit of a slow stop there. Back in 8th, Josh Fuller up into the 9th position. Jared Mugard there in 10th. Nick Mills up into 11th. Joey Doucette there in 12th. Brandon Marlowe, who was in that 3rd spot before the caution flag, all the way back into 13th here. Jonathan Schwartz in 14th. Reed Sanders in 15th. Billy Milner in that 16th position. Thomas Vieira there in 17th. You see Taylor Peacock, Donnie Battiest, Braxton Deweese still parked down pit side, getting some repairs done to that truck. You see GT Hawkins down there as well, getting some work done. Drew Prohl down there. Keith Hackney back out onto the track. There's a few tore up race trucks here in this one. We're going to get them ready to stack back up and back to green flag racing as the lights are turned off. That official iRacing pace truck, pace car. Yo, Jason Collins. Jason coming in, smashing that like on the stream. What is good, Jason? Let's go, my boy. Let's go, homie. New truck for Keith just ain't bringing him the luck he needs. I know, right, Brycey Bear? I know, homie. He should have threw a Peacemaker Gaming logo onto it, and that probably would have made him very, very fast. That would have gave him all the luck he needs with the Peacemaker Gaming logo on it. Looking like stock cars at this point, laugh out loud. Matthew, come on now. It ain't that bad. It ain't that mad. I mean, it's a money race, man. There's a lot of pressure on the line, a lot of money up here on the line here for these drivers to grab. So they're giving it everything they got, trying to get this little bit of extra cash in their pocket. A lot of different strategies, a lot of varying strategies, and everyone playing some different roles and trying to pick up this checkered flag. Yo, Caleb Ramsey, my boy Caleb coming in, smashing that like on the stream. What is good, Caleb? Caleb coming in, smashing that like, smashing that exclamation mark followage, coming in with the 432 days of being a follower. Caleb, my boy, coming in with the big flex. The 432, let's go, homie. That's what we like to see as we're going to get ready to go back to green flag racing as that sun is starting to set behind these mountains here in California as we're going to get them back to green flag racing. Well, no fast repair was given for this race. I thought there was one fast repair, but they may have fixed it. I'm not too sure there, Chris. Thought they had one quick repair, but they may not have. We are back to green flag racing. A great restart there for Chris Blanchard. He's going to try to keep this 17 truck at bay. He's going to go the high side down to the bottom side. Comes to 17 as Jonathan Atkins already trying to take this lead away down at a corner number 2. And he's going to get the lead back here late in this one. 14 more laps left to go here down across the start-finish line. This time by, as you see Bobby Hall Jr., the good run down on the bottom of the racetrack. Hall jumping up into position number 2. He gets a little loose there. That's going to put him 3 wide as here comes the 9 truck and the 92. As Jordan Salter down to the inside, some contact. Bobby Hall, hang on to her. Hall's going to go around right in front of the field here, lock her up. Everyone's trying to avoid that Earl Shop 94. He makes a little bit of contact with Jordan Salter, gets bent out of shape and goes around here, and we're going to see that caution flag fly once again. We'll take a look back here. I believe some pretty heavy contact there for the 9 ride of Blanchard, as well as see these two just make a little bit of contact right there. There's that 94 truck out of shape. Not sure if Blanchard held on to that truck or not. Looks like he did, but a lot of heavy damage there to that 9 ride. Let's take another look at this one. Oh, hard. Down the racetrack there, barely keeping that thing pointed in the right direction. Unfortunate break here for Bobby Hall, who was having a heck of a run, a great race here. Unfortunately, both these guys battled for the same spot on the racetrack, and that little bit of contact, I'm not sure who that is that goes through the grass down there. Luckily enough for Hall that more drivers didn't run into him there, so fairly minimal damage. Luckily enough there for that 94, but he's going to be deep in the field here, stuck in between the 8 truck of Braxton DeWeese and Keith Hackney. As Hackney still trying to get that truck fixed up, still trying to get it back into racing shape here. Going to get back into this one. As Jonathan Atkins, though, was able to jump up and take this lead away, man. A power move down on the top to bottom side of the racetrack as he drove down low and was able to make the pass very quickly here to get the lead back. Atkins looking good late in this one. Jordan Salter there in second. Adam Lancaster up into position number 3. Mac Rainier there in 4th. Jared Mogard up into position number 5. Brandon Marlowe there in 6th. So Marlowe moving up quite a bit there under that last little bit of a green flag run. Billy Milner, Tyler Taylor Peacock, Joey Doucette, and Reed Sanders rounding out our top 10. You see Thomas Vieira, Josh Fuller, Dakota Shepard, Nick Mills, More of these drivers coming off pit side here. You see Braxton still down there. GT Hawkins, Jonathan Schwartz. Bobby Hall Jr. parked down pit side. Wes Weingard down there as well. Wingend, Wes Wingend. Sorry, I knew I was going to mess that up at least 50 times tonight. Chris Blanchard with a lot of heavy damage there after that contact. Down there getting that truck serviced. See Keith Hackney coming back down pit side, getting some more repairs done. The 69K truck as well. As we're going to get them stacked back up, and we're going to get ready to go back to green flag racing. Man, oh man, oh man. This has been a little bit of a exciting one, man. There's been a lot of contact, unfortunately, a lot of beating and banging, and a lot of battling all around the racetrack here tonight, and quite a few different strategies playing out here. We see some drivers staying out, some drivers coming down, getting some tires more than usual here, and it's going to make for an exciting end to this one. We still got about 14, 13 laps left to go once we get back to green flag racing. Hope all is well, my dude. Caleb, absolutely, homie. You know it's always good up here in this hood, my boy. You know it's always good. If only my days was correct. Oh, no. Oh, no. We know you'd be up there farther. We knew you'd be up there farther, Matthew. It is what it is, homie. It is what it is. 279, that's still quite a while of being a follower, homie. That is still quite a while jumping in here with that exclamation mark followage. Showing the love, showing the absolute love out there. Still, man, still 279, man. That's a good number. That's a pretty good number, man. That's working on a year now. Almost a year. Being a follower, I feel like you got to be pretty close to a year. At least pretty close to a year of being a follower. Just Facebook doing Facebook things every once in a while. Dang, says Dan. Dang, that was a crazy one right there. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna get them stacked back up. We're gonna get ready to go back to green flag racing. If you guys are just tuning in, make sure y'all hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that follow button. If you're watching over on YouTube, make sure you hit that subscribe button as we continue to try to build more and more over there on the red site. As we hit that Geico restart zone, we are gonna set them back loose as it's all Jonathan Atkins at the front of the field here. Adam Lancaster and Jaron Mogard trying to hunt him down. Jonathan with a good run here, but here comes Adam Lancaster right to his back bumper. Taking a little look down to the inside here, looking for a big run, some more contact deeper in the field. See Reed Sanders getting a little bent out of shape, some blocking going on back there is side by side down into corner number 3. Lancaster looking to try to take this lead away from that 17 ride. They're going to cross each other over as the 88 truck is going to jump up, and he is not going to lead that lap, so Jonathan Atkins going to stay out in front here. That preferred line down on the bottom side back into corner number 1 as these trucks continue to move around the racetrack, continue to try to get some big runs, find some different lines, and these two put on a great show in the front of the field. Another big run right here from that 88 ride. Jared Mogard right back there battling here with Brandon Marlowe and Joey Doucette as they're up inside the top 5 as another big run for Adam Lancaster. He's going to try to slide back up in front of Jonathan Atkins. Atkins going to look for a big run down the front straightaway here. He is not going to get there as the 88 truck of Adam Lancaster is going to jump up, and he's going to be the new race leader. But here comes Jonathan Atkins. Not done yet. Atkins says, hold on here. We're not done battling. The 88 with a big run right there through corner number 1 and 2, getting a big launch down the front or the back straightaway. Pulling out in front by quite a bit here. So Adam Lancaster doing what he needs to do to pick up this checkered flag. They're going to come down and across the start-finish line. We're going to see 7 more laps left to go here. So 7 more laps around Auto Club Speedway for Adam Lancaster. They're starting deep in this one, just playing strategy absolutely perfect, giving him a shot at picking up this checkered flag. Joey Doucette having a good run, jumping now up into position number 3. Brandon Marlowe right there in 4th. Jared Mogard sliding back into position number 5. Now, the way that this double dash works, ladies and gentlemen, the race winner of each race is going to pick up $50. So there's $50 on the line here for the race winner in this one. And then in our next race, right after this, there is going to be a back-to-back race as we're going to head to Talladega right after this one. And basically, the top average finisher will come home with an extra bit of payday, a points fund that's been built up here by all these drivers jumping into the field here, but gonna be a solid triple-digit payday for the driver with the best average finish. So having a good run here in this one, and then having an even better run at Talladega could set one of these drivers up for a very good payday, as it looks like the top 10 trucks are gonna get paid out here for their average finishes, and the two race winners gonna come home with an extra $50. As Lancaster down across the start-finish line, we're going to get 5 more laps left to go. The high five hanging off the flag stand here for these drivers. As Lancaster with about a half a second lead over Jonathan Atkins, but here comes Joey Doucette. A little bit of a side-by-side battle now between the 17 and the 16, as Doucette has been on the move here, trying to work himself towards the front of the field, having a good run late in this one. The tires coming into play as Brandon Marlowe right there as well in the 37 truck, trying to reel in that 17. Man, Lancaster laying down some very quick lap times here, but that time across the start-finish line, it looks like Jonathan Atkins had not the quickest lap time. Actually, it was Brandon Marlowe with the quickest lap time here out of those trucks at the front of the field. So that 37 ride showing a lot of speed as they're deucing it up back here for that second position here. The 16 truck making the move, getting around Jonathan Atkins. Atkins trying to battle back strong as they work their way through some of these damaged trucks, some of these lap down drivers. The 16 ride going to jump up and take position number 2. You see Brandon Marlowe now working to the outside. He's going to take position number 3 away from Jonathan Atkins. So Atkins is going to slide back there into position number 4. Mugard back there in position number 5. Reed Sanders with a great run in that Mobile 1 number 4 truck up into position number 6. As you can see, these guys really mixing it up back here with 3 laps left to go. A great battle back here as Jordan Salter there in 7th. GT Hawkins up into 8th. And we see Matt Grenier there in that 9th position, and Taylor Peacock rounding out our top 10. Josh Fuller there in 12th. Billy Milner there in that 12th position. Actually, it looks like Josh Fuller there in 11th in the 12 truck. Nick Mills there in 13th. Thomas Vieira, Jonathan Schwartz, Keith Hackney rounding out our top 16. As out in front, Adam Lancaster continues to pull away, but now Brandon Marlowe is going to jump up and take position number 2 away here from the 16 truck. Brandon Marlowe coming on strong late in this one. He's got about half a second behind Adam Lancaster, as we're going to see that white flag fly one more time around. Adam Lancaster out in front here in the 88 truck. He heads down into corner number 1. Brandon Marlowe and Joey Doucette in tow here, trying to hunt him down about half a second behind the 88 ride. He heads out of corner number 2 and down the backstretch, looking good and clean down here into corner number 3. Keeping that 37 truck right there, about the same gap down into corner number 3 and out of corner number 4. Looking for a big run and being able to pull away here, as it's going to be the 88 truck of Adam Lancaster picking up the checkered flag here in the first race of the Bluegrass iRacing Series. Dash for Cash, the double dash for cash, race number 1 going to Adam Lancaster. A great run there by Brandon Marlowe as he's able to jump up into position number 2. Joey Doucette there in position number 3. Jonathan Atkins in 4th. Jared Mogard there in position number 5. Reed Sanders, Jordan Salter, GT Hawkins Matt Grenier, Josh Fuller rounding out our top 10. Taylor Peacock, Billy Milner, Nick Mills, Thomas Vieira, Dakota Shepard, Jonathan Schwartz, Keith Hackney, Bobby Hall Jr., Wes Winegan. Oh man, that name is gonna mess with me all night long. Donnie Battiest in Braxton DeWeese there, rounding out our top 21 drivers here tonight in that one. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up here for the 88 truck of Adam Lancaster as Lancaster picks up the checkered flag here. He's going to head down to the start-finish line, and he's going to burn it down. He's going to burn down the house here at Auto Club Speedway. Coming home with a little bit of an extra payday and setting himself up good for the overall championship, trying to pick up some extra bonus money. But ladies and gentlemen, let's see those checkered flags fly, and the congratulations up in the chat right now for the 88 ride of Adam Lancaster. Woo! What a race, baby. What a race. Yo, Huntfish55, come on, Bobby, get up there. Oh, Bobby unfortunately had some contact earlier on. Unfortunately for him, going around, having some issues. So a tough break there for the 94 ride. As Bobby was having a good run, having a great drive, but unfortunately just couldn't get up there too much. Nice money right there. Absolutely, some nice money right there. I was rest from I-78 back when you tore up the jacket on stream. Oh my gosh, you know it, baby. Yeah, I missed that jacket, honestly. I missed that jacket. We're not tearing this jacket to pieces, though. Let's go, number 88. Matthew coming in, congratulating Lancaster, picking up the checkered flag here. Let's get it, ladies and gentlemen. What a race. What a show, man. These guys putting on a great race for us at the beautiful Auto Club Speedway. Don't go anywhere, as we're going to jump up into the broadcast booth with our race winner. Where is... Oh, God. All right, ladies and gentlemen, as we're going to pull in that number 88 truck of Adam Lancaster, our race winner here, into the broadcasting booth. Hey, Adam, it's Aaron up here in the Peacemaker Broadcasting booth. To get a copy?
Yes, sir. Got you.
Adam, my boy, what a run. What a race, man. We saw you not get, the best qualifying effort out there. You're at the rear of the field for the first little bit, but slowly but surely, you worked that strategy to absolute perfection. You gave yourself, a good spot here late in the race. You're able to jump up there, make the pass on Adkins, and drive around that 17 truck to take the lead away late in this race. You're able to open up a good gap as they battled back there for position number 2. You had about half a second there in the final closing laps as you saw Brandon Marlowe in the 16 truck of Doucette slowly but surely start to pull in behind you. Did you see those guys coming? Were you a little bit worried that maybe they found a little bit of something extra, or they were able to save a little bit more tires there and be able to catch you late in this one?
Yeah, so to start with, back to qualifying, I threw away my first lap trying to get the trucks wound up. I usually run Xfinity and Cup, and those trucks take a lot to get them wound up there, a big track like that. So threw away my first lap and got really, really loose. So had to start in the back, and, these races, first 3/4 of the race, you just try to take care of it, stay out of trouble, and keep the truck clean, and felt like we did a decent job of that. And, the way those cautions fell, I was like, track position was a big deal. And I said, as soon as the fuel window opened and we felt like we would, be safe on fuel and for a green, white checkered, we come down and take our last set of tires and fill her up with fuel and go race. And, the way things worked out, guys had damage and different things that we were able to cycle to the front, try to be aggressive on those restarts and try to get the lead. And, you never know if you're going to run 2 laps and then have another caution, or whether you're going to get a long run. And so, I saw the leader up there and got a run on him, right after that restart, and just wanted the clean air and track position. And I'm not gonna lie to you, she was getting tight on me. We were driving as hard as we could to hold those guys off, but I saw them back there in the mirror fighting with each other, and just knew we had to hit our marks and put together some clean laps, and we should be okay.
Absolutely, man. A great race and a great run here tonight for you. To get things kicked off, man, this is exactly what you wanted to have, was a good run in this opening race coming home. With the checkered flag is always a good thing, always a fun thing to do is win this race, but you get a little bit of an extra payday as well, a little bit of extra money in your back pocket for winning this first race, and it sets you up very good here for the next race as, trying to win that overall, average finish here between the two races to come home with that big payday at the end of this one.
Yeah, and the speedway races they're kind of tricky because our league guys, this is kind of a mix of the different leagues or different divisions of Bluegrass league and maybe some other guys mixed in as well. And when you race with guys on a weekly basis, you kind of learn who's who and who does what and who races how and so on and so forth. And so for a speedway race in a deal like this where you don't really know who's what and how and so on and so forth, it's tough to decide whether you want to try to stay in the back and protect yourself or get up front and stay up front. And so we'll have to do a little pondering here in the next few minutes and try to figure out what our plan is. I got some good teammates with Alex Huffman and Justin Winters and Matt Greniers in our group tonight, and so we got some good smart guys that we'll have to work with in this next race, and hopefully it all works out. We'll see.
Absolutely, my boy. Well, congratulations on picking up the checkered flag here at Auto Club Speedway, man. A great run, a great race, some good strategy paying off here for you as you get it done and pick up that checkered flag. Adam, who would you like to thank here for such a strong run in this one?
Yeah, so I don't have a truck scheme done up just yet. We were just talking about that last night. But our regular sponsors would be Lancaster Transmissions, Kinder Performance Group, Rims One, Ghostface Brewing, Alex Huffman Designs. Definitely want to thank all my guys on Elite Motorsports, Justin Winters, Alex Huffman, and John Kinder. And the guys that are running with us tonight, I appreciate Matt being with us tonight. And like I said, we'll reset and get after it here again at Talladega.
Absolutely, my boy. Well, congratulations on picking up the checkered flag in this one. We look forward to seeing you there at Dega, and good luck in that one. As you said, man, those ones are a little bit of a coin toss. Anything can happen at any time in those races. So we'll be looking forward to seeing you and your team try to hook up together and try to get towards the front of the field here and see if you can pick up another checkered flag to finish the night off.
Absolutely, thanks, guys, and hopefully we'll be talking to you again here soon.
Absolutely, my boy. Good luck and have fun.
All right, thanks.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, give it up there for our race winner, Adam Lancaster. Is Lancaster picking up the checkered flag here in our first race of the evening. Man, what a run and what a drive there for that 17 truck. Man, that thing was fast. That was a very, very quick truck out there in this one, man, and give it up for the rest of the field as well. We saw a few caution flags, a few of these drivers, unfortunately, making some contact, a little rubbing is racing, and these things are very, very easy to break traction and go around. So a good job here throughout this one for all these drivers as we're going to get ready for our next section, our next race. Wig and I don't know. Jason was telling me earlier how to say it, and it was in my mind. I feel like I've said it a few times right earlier, and I just murder it again, and I'll probably murder it 3 or 4 more times. When I read it, it just looks way different than wig and, so it's definitely gonna be very odd to read that one, Dan. Better luck at Talladega, buddy. You can do it. Woohoo. Let's go. Number 8, Braxton Deweese. Chris cheering on Braxton. Looking for a good run there at Talladega, man. This is going to be a great race. A good run here. Chris cheering on the winner as well. Mr. Adam Lancaster picking up the checkered flag. Man, feels good to take 6 after that qualifying crap. Yeah, man, that was a good run, Reed. I'd say you're definitely the hard charger in that one. Qualified 29th? Qualified 29th and up into position number 6. That's a good run, man. That is a solid run right there. What's that, 19 positions, 20 positions up or something like that. Like, bro, that's crazy. That's crazy. That's a heck of a run. That's a heck of a run. Actually, that's like 23 positions. Holy. Reed with that, definitely the moves there in that one, man. That was a good to see, man. That was awesome to see. That was awesome to watch. We saw a lot of good trucks, unfortunately, get a lot of damage and get taken out there throughout this one. We saw a lot of contact, a lot of beating and banging, and some drivers unfortunately going around. Some drivers unfortunately not having those quick repairs or not enough quick repairs. So a tough break there for a few of these drivers as we're gonna get ready to load into the next session. I'm not sure if it's up yet or not, as we want to jump in there and get some qualifying or some practice in. I'm sure it's probably already up. Some of these drivers probably already rocking and rolling and ready to go here for our second race of the night here. Let me see. Leave here and let's go see if we can find this race. Yeah, we'll save that. We'll save that for certain, man. We can get some nice photos there in that one. That was a nice, pretty little sunset there at the racetrack. There it is, right there. Oh, I don't have Talladega, apparently. Okay, well, that's fun. Oh, man, I got to buy all these tracks. I had to buy Auto Club, too. I don't have these, but, I mean, I guess it's a good thing I do buy them, I guess. I don't know. I get a little bit of a discount. I'm on that 40-plus piece or 50-plus piece of iRacing stuff, so we'll buy up Talladega. Oh, we'll buy her up. There we go. Update it again. I just updated this, bruh. Maybe I updated it, but I didn't download it. Okay, that's interesting.
Been at it already, had my tarot read. Things are looking up for me, that's what my tarot said. Been pumping out pheromones and wearing red. Young Jerry Lawler, king, but they're not aware of it. $40 is show money, that's what they stole from me. Blow it all bowling, guess I roll funny. Go find me a snow bunny, ask if this cold world's making her nose runny. She melted, I wear a cape that is velvet. Couldn't see it, she felt it. See it all like I'm Elvis, move my hips like I'm Elvis. I don't pitch it, I sell it. Couldn't picture me jealous, turning fans into zealots. Tuning in when I tell it. There were 15 people at the gig, saying, oh my God, what fun this is. Did it all, did it right, did it big.
Jason,
yeah, buddy, we were loving it.
Password.
New cards, new deck, new life. King of Cups, he comes up right.
Where is that?
All days, all nights.
Good old Ron White music. Oh, man. We
New
mix it
cards,
up.
new
We mix
deck,
it up
new
here and there.
life.
We mix it up
King
a
of
little
Cups,
bit.
he comes up right. Always, all days, all nights. Sing do-wah, do-wah, do-wah.
Mix it up a little bit.
Highly gifted, my
message,
jacket's thrifted. Watch me get a pattern shifted, just acting different. Living in my minutes, I'm catalytic. That's why they love to jack the style like it's on a Civic. I will never pull the strings like an oligarch. I do my dance at the club with the lonely hearts. Watching all these little men try and be Bonapartes and make the rest of us deal with their broken parts. Despite evil, I like people. Put your hands in the air if you're bipedal. Yeah, if life is a film, give me 5 sequels. Trying to pull my thread through the plot like a fine needle. All of these lines equal proof that I live alone. Got the benefit of time to deliver flows. Eating creamy peanut butter, buddy, I lick the bowl. Brings my soul body into the physical. New cards, new deck, new life. King of Cups, he comes up right. Always, all days, all nights. Sing do-wah, do-wah, do-wah. New cards, new deck, new life. King of Cups, he comes up right. Always, all days, all nights. Sing do-wah, do-wah, do-wah.
Woo! All right, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to get ready to rock and roll here. Talladega loading in. Get ready for the second race of the evening. Yo, what's good, Alex? What is good, my boy? Hat is getting turned backwards. A little bit of a rally cap, eh, Bobby? A little bit of a rally cap. Let's go. Let's go, my boy. Yo, what's good, Alex? What's good, my boy? Good, my boy. Got you. You forgot. I remembered him. Okay, perfect. Go, Alex. Let's go, my boy. Bobby, my boy, that truck was looking good, man. And it looked like you were going to do real good there. That one is unfortunate contact. So unfortunate contact spinning around there, man. You were having a great run, a great drive. Give it up for Peacemaker, who is killing it tonight. Let's go, Bluegrass. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Man, hopefully it's working good on the Bluegrass channel as well. I don't know if the comments pop up on my stream or not. Let me double check. Jump over to comments may be different over there than what they are over here. Looks like everything's working good. Let me drop a like over there. Drop a sub over there as well. Yes, everything is working. Okay, perfect. I thought that's what it would work with that. I thought it would work with that. I figured out the issue earlier, laugh out loud. Oh, I think maybe you had to hit the go live button as well. Maybe it like put it onto your channel, but then you had to hit the go live button. I don't know. I figured that would have worked. I don't know what would have mixed it up, what would have made it change a little bit over there. Everything should be good over on the Facebook channel as well. Come on, Bobby. Yep. Let's see how this goes, man. Talladega is a tough one to really know, man. Talladega is a tough one to really just guess. Some of these trucks already teaming up here. You see Keith Hackney out there. Little 3-car breakaway here, trying to lay down some quick lap times. Yo, Daniel Worthington coming in, smashing that like on the stream. What is good, Daniel? Daniel coming in, showing that love. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're just tuning in, make sure y'all hit that like button on the stream. Hit that share button. Let's go! Hit that follow button. If you're watching over on YouTube, hit that subscribe button. Become part of the Peacemaker crew. Become part of the Peacemaker family on either side as we continue to build on both sides. And make sure you jump over, show some love as well to the Bluegrass iRacing Series, bringing us on board here for some wicked NASCAR Craftsman trucks for some wicked pavement racing, man. It's something that we normally don't do, but man, it is definitely something fun to watch. Let's go, Flex 88 West. Let's go, baby. 101.94. Let's go, Daniel. Let's go, my boy. Check the Bluegrass stage here quick. Make sure everything's working over there. Baby, about to advance it, waiting for two more, waiting on two more. Okay. Sounds good, man, sounds good. I'm excited. This is gonna be another wicked show, man. Talladega is a ton of fun. Let's see if we get some cool camera angles here at Talladega. What it look like. Not as good as what we had over there at Auto Club. Some decent angles here. It's more like the NASCAR broadcast angle right there, kind of deal. Down into like corner number 2. Okay, we can mix it up. We can make some things work over there. Woo! All right, practice is going to get advanced here, so it looks like practice coming to a close. That means we're going to get ready for some qualifying. Need to quickly do a couple little things here, quick chat. We need to close it out of SDK and reopen it, or else it doesn't like it for some reason. There we go. Should have things back into good working condition here. There we go. All right, qualifying here. This is gonna be a tough one. This is gonna be a tough one. Wes is up. Oh yeah. Just gonna call him out like that. Eh? Just gonna call him out like that. 1,000 out of 10, loving the energy in the calling. Absolutely, Alex. Absolutely, my boy. Let's go. That's what I like to hear, Mr. Huffman. That's what I like to hear, homie. That's what I like to see. What we try to do, we always try to keep that energy up. We try to keep these people entertained, man. We want to make sure that all these drivers not only have a good race, have a good time, have some fun, but hopefully them and their families, their fans, their sponsors can all have a great time and a lot of fun watching here on the broadcast, man. And this is what it's all about. It's a show, man. It's a show, and it's all about keeping these people entertained, man. And hopefully y'all are entertained, man. Hopefully you guys are all entertained. Hopefully you guys are having a fun night. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the broadcast, and we're gonna get ready to rock and roll here. As you can see, the 81 truck, the Peacock out there looking to have a good run here in his qualifying effort. Jonathan Atkins, Chris Blanchard getting done there, qualifying laps. Jason Salter as well. Salter just barely beating Chris Blanchard off of the top spot here. So Salter having a good run. Ed Osborne though. Eddie coming in. The 42 ride now. Brandon Marlowe. Woo, these guys are getting quicker and quicker, man. These lap times continue to drop more and more. Oh. All right, as qualifying going to come to a close here, we're going to get a quick little break in ourselves here. We're going to get ready to rock and roll with the start of this A-Main feature event in just a few more moments. Y'all came here for a show? Well, here you go, as we're going to get ready to get these drivers lined up here and onto the racetrack for our second feature event of the evening. As qualifying coming to a close here, we still got a few more drivers out there on the racetrack. See Bobby Hall out there in the 94 ride. Justin Winters in that Kinder Motorsports number 8 looking to have a good run here in the 88 machine. Alex Huffman out there as well in the 2 ride. All right, ladies and gentlemen, as qualifying coming to a close here, we're going to get ready to line these drivers up and get ready for the start of this A-Main feature event. All right, as these drivers start to line up here on the front stretch, we're going to get ready for our starting lineup. These drivers continue to load in. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome in to the Bluegrass iRacing Series as we're going to get ready here for the second feature event of the evening. These drivers loading into the sim here down on the front stretch at Talladega Super Speedway. We're going to get ready here for the starting lineup. Starting on the pole in this one. In that 37 truck, that is Brandon Marlowe. Into his outside in the 42 ride, that is Ed Osborne. Starting inside of row number 2 in the D1 RT Racing number 10 machine, that is Jason Salter. Into his outside in the 9 ride, the Bluegrass iRacing machine, that is Chris Blanchard. Starting inside of row number 3 in the 17, that is Jonathan Adkins. Into his outside in the 3 truck, that is Thomas Fiera. Starting in position number 7 in the 101 machine, that is Dakota Shepard. In that Shepard Motorsports number 101, they're in position number 7. To his outside in the 88 ride, in that Flex Motorsports number 88 machine, that is Wes Wingen. And starting in position number 9 in the number 88 machine, that is Chuck Gentile. As to his outside in the 88 ride, our race winner from Fontana is the 88 truck of Adam Lancaster, starting in position number 10. We see Josh Fuller, Reed Sanders, Donnie Battius, Bobby Hall Jr., G.T. Hawkins, Keith Hackney, Justin Winters, Matt Grenier, Taylor Peacock, Jordan Salter, Billy Milner, Alex Hoffman, Cody Anderson, Drew Proal, Jared Mogard, Braxton Deweese, Joey Doucette, and Nick Mills, rounding out 28 drivers getting the green flag here in this one. Brandon Marlowe and Ed Osborne are going to lead us here to the green flag as these drivers get ready to rock and roll. We get ready to set them loose as the lights are turned off. That official iRacing pace truck. We're headed down into corner number 3, and we're going to get ready to set them loose down the front straightaway here at Talladega Speedway. I do believe a 15-lap shootout, 15-lap dash for cash race number 2. Do I do any late model stuff? I do quite a bit of late model stuff. Tristan, I do quite a bit of late model stuff. Oh my gosh, what's going on there? We need to get rid of that. Yikes. A little bit of lagginess there. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you came here for a show. Well, here you go, as we're going to get ready here for our feature event. So let's end all the anticipation with our feature presentation. It's the NASCAR trucks live here from Talladega Super Speedway. Brandon Marlowe out in front. Ed Osborne to his outside is side by side down into corner number 1 as these trucks starting to pick up some speed. They're starting to put the power down. See a little bit of a breakaway here already as some of these drivers up on the high side starting to fade away. That's going to bring a lot of extra momentum down to the bottom side here. As I do believe Adam Lancaster in the 88 truck now having Keith Hackney pull right into his back bumper. Hackney's going to jump back down to the bottom spot as that race. EPI.com, number 69 K-Ride. Making some moves here early on. Hackney trying to work himself up through the field here. Hackney looking very, very good early on in this one. You can see him getting right into the draft here, giving a good shot to the back bumper. I do believe that is Gentile right there in front of him. Lancaster still there in position. Number 10 is side by side across the start-finish line. It's going to be Ed Osborne picking up lap number 1 here. So Osborne out in front for the first lap of the evening. Osborne and Brandon Marlowe still side by side as they're double file throughout this field. You can see them shuffling around these straightaways. These drivers bouncing around, giving each other some good shots to the rear bumper here. Trying to work that draft to absolute perfection. Brandon Marlowe trying to get a good push here from Jason Salter right there on his back bumper, but down across the start-finish line. Looks like Ed Osborne is going to stay out in front. He's going to lead lap number 2 here. So Osborne still leading the way as they continue to battle side by side throughout the field here. Already feeling like the intensity's already picked up right out of the get-go here. No one's giving an inch here. Everyone trying to work their way towards the front of the field. No one's giving up. No one's sliding back to the rear of the field here as we see only a few drivers back there. We see Nick Mills, Joey Doucette, Taylor Peacock, Jared Mugard back there in that 25th, 26th, 27th, and 28th position. Maybe trying to play it smart here, play it a little bit safe. You see Braxton DeWeese back there as well, just kind of hoping that they can stay out of trouble as at any moment in time the big one can happen here. That's the big threat here at Talladega, is that it's not about getting in a wreck yourself, it's about getting collected in somebody else's carnage in front of you. And all it takes is one wrong bump, one wrong move. The difference of a pinhead right here is any kind of a wrong move can make it an absolute mayhem in a carnage-filled race as these drivers all still nose to tail here, giving some big shoves, some big pushes all throughout. Brandon Marlowe and Ed Osborne continue to run at the front of the field here, side by side. Looks like the 37 ride trying to get out in front to control the front of this field by himself. But man, Ed gets a great run down the straightaways here. A lot of speed out of that 42 ride, and he's going to lead yet again another lap. Ed has the possibility of jumping down and blocking that bottom side, and that's exactly what he's going to do. So Ed Osborne is out in front and drops down to the bottom of the racetrack here. He's going to try to hold off both these lines on the high side and the bottom side. Not sure if he's going to have a spotter, as now we see one driver down towards the infield. That's Salter. So Jason Salter sliding through the field here after he gets shoved down the racetrack. He's going to try to rejoin him here. Hopefully he can find a hole, as that's going to put the 14 truck 3 wide right there. He's going to slide back up in front of the 10 truck. Now Salter trying to gain some speed, some momentum back in the draft, trying to rejoin this field. Getting shoved down to the infield, and that's what could have started a big wreck right there. Salter was there in position number 3, could have went around and caused a big one right there, but fortunately for him, out of the draft, goes down the racetrack, back into that 18th position. Chris Blanchard, though, up on the high side, getting some big runs here as the 9 truck going to take the lead away now from Ed Osborne. So Osborne, who jumped down to the bottom side of the racetrack, now is going to slide into position number 2 as he leads that inside line. You see, that is the 3 truck taking a look to the outside here of Blanchard, as Blanchard's going to jump down now to the bottom side. That's going to open up that high side here, going to lose another truck, so that high side might start to thin out a little bit more as this race goes on, as the 9 truck out in front here all by himself. Chris Blanchard leads the way with Ed Osborne right there behind him. See Thomas Vieira trying to get a good shove up there on the high side as he's got a pair of 88s right there on his back bumper, trying to shove him closer and closer towards the front here. The high side trying to battle back strong. We're going to jump right on board here. Let's jump in with one of these drivers. Let's jump on board here with Keith Hackney. Get a good look from the cockpit here, exactly what these drivers are seeing. Hackney right here behind race 1 winner, the 88 truck of Adam Lancaster. One at Auto Club. Keith Hackney parked right in there behind him in position number 8. See these guys working the throttle, working that draft. And a lot of speed and a lot of momentum around here. Big shove now. The free truck of Thomas Vieira is going to jump down to the bottom side. Saw right there from the windshield of Keith Hackney. That may move this front line forward just ever so slightly, a little bit more, as we'll take a look here from the gyro cam. We'll really get an aspect of how much of an angle is at this racetrack. Talladega, very high bank here, 33% here in corner number 3 and 4. And you can see how much that truck, how big this banking is right there from the gyro cam. An absolute wicked look there at these trucks moving around the racetrack. These guys continue to put on a great run. Now at the front of the field, we see Wes Wiggin out in front as Wiggin now leads the way. So we got another new race leader as Wiggin and Lancaster both going to jump down to the bottom side of the racetrack here. A big run up there on the high side. Oh, a little bit of contact. Hackney almost up into the wall. They had to get out of it there. Somehow Keith Hackney keeps his foot in the throttle and stays in front. The truck right behind him, I do believe that was Josh Fuller that was right there behind him. As Fuller almost spun that 69K ride into the outside wall. Everyone trying to avoid what could have been a big one right there. Again, that little bit of contact. See a big run coming out of Keith Hackney. Hackney's going to jump up, take a look to the outside here. They're going to split the 88 truck of Wes Wiggin. Is Wiggin going to go down through the middle here? He's going to fall back here pretty deep as now Keith Hackney is going to jump up and take this lead away. So Keith Hackney now out in front, some contact. There goes the Ford truck and mayhem back here through the field. The big one happening. Ton of trucks here, 8, 9, 10, 11 trucks, all getting some hard contact. We saw the 4 truck. I do believe that might have been the 4 ride of Reed Sanders going around up towards the front of the field. You see some pretty heavy damage all around that Mobil 1 Busch Light number 4 machine. As we'll take a look back and see what happens as the caution flag flies in our first big wreck of the evening coming out here. Take a look back. You can see these guys already beating and banging right here. You see the 88 truck of Wes Wiggin right down through the middle here after he tried to jump up and block the 69K. The Keith Hackney jumped to his outside. The 88 jumped to the inside of him and put him right in the middle. No draft there. Unfortunately, he gets down into the middle. They go 3 wide into corner number 1, and they kind of run out of room. And they all stack up on the high side. A wild ride there. The 4 truck, everyone trying to get woed up. You see the 8 ride collected in there as well. That's DeWeese. You see the 88 in there as well. Jason Salter. A lot of damage to a lot of drivers there in that one. Like Jordan Salter being able to get checked up. Taylor Peacock as well checking up in time. These drivers were playing a little bit of a safety back there at the rear of the field. Braxton, I do believe, having some pretty heavy contact there. We'll take another look at this contact right here. As you can see them 3 wide right there. Looks like maybe the 4 truck of Reed Sanders trying to stay right on the back of the 12 ride. Trying to come down the racetrack. Just wasn't clear there. You'll see everyone else trying to check up. The 8 ride of Deweese up on the high side here, just trying to avoid it. Unfortunately, you see that Ford truck spinning around right in front of him, drives right into the side of him right there. It's a huge piece of the 88 truck as well. Heavy contact right there, and everyone else just trying to stay out of it, and unfortunately getting collected there as well. See a lot of damage, a lot of trucks down pit side, getting some repairs done. The 14 ride with some pretty heavy front end damage there as well. See Mogard in there. Mogard's truck looking pretty clean. You see the 42 out there as well, looking pretty good. That's Cody Anderson jumping back out onto the racetrack. Out in front here, Josh Fuller off pit lane in position number 1. Keith Hackney there in second. Chris Blanchard out in third. Bobby Hall Jr. now in fourth. Jonathan Atkins there in fifth. Dakota Shepard, Adam Lancaster, Chuck Gentile there in 8th. Cody Anderson in 9th. And Donnie Battiest there in position number 10. I'm not sure. Looks like, yeah, Brandon Marlowe, our pole sitter, getting quite a bit of damage there in that wreck as well. We'll look back and see if we can find Brandon Marlowe and see what happens here to him as he's down on the bottom side here. So unfortunately for him, getting shoved into the truck in front of him as everyone trying to check up. That's a big thing that happens. The trucks in front of him were checking up. He was getting drove in from behind, and a little bit of a gap there and some pretty heavy front end damage there for our pole sitter. So we're going to jump right on board here. Let's see if we can jump right on board with Reed Sanders. Where did Reed go here on this chart? There he is. Let's play it back here just a little bit. We're going to jump right on board here with Reed Sanders as he heads down into corner number 1. There's the contact, spins him around, then extra contact up into that outside wall. Then he's just hanging on for dear life. See the mayhem still unfolding in front of him. Some heavy, heavy damage there for that 4 machine. Car still flying down through the infield, still spinning around. Tough one there for a lot of fast drivers. As we're going to get him stashed back up, we're going to get ready to go back to green flag racing here. Looks like Chris Blanchard going to be out in front. Bobby Hall Jr. there in second. Jonathan Atkins there in third. Dakota Shepard up into fourth. Lancaster, Chuck Gentile, Cody Anderson, Donnie Battiest, GT Hawkins, Reed Sanders, Billy Milner rounding out our top 10 here. And then we see Josh Fuller and Keith Hackney coming back out onto the racetrack after headed down pit side once again here. Getting some extra fresh tires there. Yo, Bill Mulford coming in. Molefield coming in. Bill Molefield coming in, smashing that like on the stream. What is good, Bill? Bill coming in, showing that love, smashing that like on the stream. What is good, Billy? Yo, Russell Keats, my boy Russell coming in, smashing that heart reaction as well. What is good, Russell? What is good, my boy Russell coming in, showing that love. Some of these drivers getting ready here to go back to green flag racing. Still coming off pit side here. I think the lights are turned off, that official iRacing pace truck. But first, we're going to get a quick word here from one of our sponsors, WJM. We'll get a quick word here. As we got these drivers lined back up, stacked back up, you're going to see that pace car make the hard left-hand turn back down pit side as we're going to get ready to go back to green flag racing. Chris Blanchard, Bobby Hall Jr., Jonathan Atkins, Dakota Shepard, and Adam Lancaster out in front. These drivers going to get ready to go back and see that green flag. We're going to see them pick up some speed and head down into corner number 1 as we are back to green flag racing. Not the restart Dakota Shepherd wanted to have right there. Not tight enough with that 94 truck of Bobby Hall Jr. Bobby Hall going to try to stay right there to the outside of this 9 and 17, but you can see them hooked up, getting a good push here. He's going to get passed by 2, 3, maybe 4 trucks here, as here comes the 42 of Cody Anderson. The 101 machine of Dakota Shepherd trying to reel in that 94, trying to reel him in, trying to give him a little bit of a shove here. Now the 42 is going to jump up to the high side. See the 28 jumping down to the bottom side. That is Billy Milner down there jumping to the bottom side of the racetrack. See Josh Fuller and Keith Hackney trying to work their way up towards the front once again, as well as they're down on the bottom side here. Mixing it up, trying to find which lane is the best one to be in. Is that high lane really getting strung out here? That restart really affected that high side, as we saw them side by side here for the first 13 laps, 12 laps of this race, side by side action, but that high side after that caution flag and a little bit of a bad restart to really break up that high side. We're going to see him jump all down here onto the bottom side. Keith Hackney, the top car there on the high side. They only got 3 cars up there. They're going to slide back very quick. That draft is not going to be strong enough to keep up with that bottom side. We see another driver jump up in front of him. It's the 28 ride of Milner, as Milner's going to jump up there. But Milner, he gets shoved up the racetrack here. He's going to get up to the outside here, almost into that outside wall, as the top 3 starting to break away. Chris Blanchard out in front here. Jonathan Atkins right there on his back bumper. Adam Lancaster, our Auto Club winner earlier on in the evening, there in 3rd, and GT Hawkins there in 4th is now Josh Fuller up into position number 5 with Keith Hackney there in 6th, still trying to get that high side rolling. He's still trying to find a little bit of extra speed up there, trying to get some good draft. Here comes GT Hawkins up to the high side here. He's going to jump in front of Keith Hackney. Hackney's going to give him a shove as they try to get that high side back established. Trying to battle for this lead here at the front of the field. Chris Blanchard doing a great job here, staying out in front, but here comes the 17 right of Atkins. Atkins going to jump up to his outside, but here comes the 14, even more to his outside, as they're going to split the 17 truck. 17 of Atkins going to go right down the middle. He's going to lose quite a few positions here, as here comes the 14 of GT Hawkins up on the high side. Keith Hackney giving him a heck of a shove here towards the front of the field. Cody Anderson right there behind him as that high side back to the front here. See some lap traffic coming into play. Some of these trucks coming back out onto the track. Drivers are going to have to be careful of it. They're going to get real tight down here into corner number 3, as they're going to have to work to the inside here of that 80 truck. Quite a bit slower. It's going to get real tight there, almost 4 wide. One truck stuck down in the middle. The 88 ride, I do believe that is Nick Mills. Stuck there in the middle, going 4 wide. He's going to jump up to the high side now, and he's going to join in behind the 17 ride of Jonathan Atkins. That high side looking very, very dangerous. You see the 88 truck moving around, trying to push that 9 truck closer towards the front, but GT Hawkins is going to stay out in front as Hawkins leads the way. Yo, Josh Blakely coming in, smashing that heart reaction. What is good, Josh? What is good, my boy? Mr. Blakely coming in, showing that love, smashing that heart reaction. What is good, homie? How you doing tonight? You're doing well. Hope you're having yourself a wonderful, wonderful evening, my boy. Man, oh man, some great side-by-side battles once again here, as we're about to hit lap number 19 of 50, so a lot of racing left to go here in this one. Still a lot of laps to be run here. You see these drivers all out there battling side by side, having a great run, a great drive out here. Let's go, GT. Donna cheering on that GT number 14 ride, as he's going to jump down to the bottom side of the racetrack. He's going to jump in front of the 9 right of Blanchard. That's going to put Keith Hackney to the front of the field there on that high side. He's got Atkins still right there behind him, giving him some good shoves down the backstretch. These guys continue to battle side by side here at the front of the field. Putting on a wicked show. I should try my hand at these things. 124 up front is my guess. I don't know. I think you should definitely try, Blakely, but I don't know, man. These guys are good. It takes quite a bit of practice and quite a bit of laps to be able to jump up here and do what these boys are doing, man. They got their hands absolutely full. We took a look right now at GT, what his hands are doing behind that wheel. I mean, as much as that wheel is very stiff in these things, man. You can see that wheel moving around. You can't see his mirrors, so we can't see that truck behind him giving him shoves, but you gotta know they're getting some big shoves back here through the field. This 9 truck looks like he's about to get a good shot here. Working that throttle, trying to keep these bad boys at bay, trying to keep them under control here. Doing 180 miles an hour around this 2.53 mile racetrack. And bouncing around, giving some big shots to the rear bumper here of Hawkins. Hawkins still trying to hold on to that top spot. You see Keith Hackney just a couple inches there to the outside now of Chris Blanchard as we ride on board with that 9 ride. Laugh out loud. Oh, I'm sure laugh out loud. I'd look like Natalie Decker. I could see that. I could see that. I can see that maybe. Just do a little bit. Just do a little bit. Yo, Crooked Ways coming in, dropping that sub over on YouTube. Coming in, smashing that sub button. Crooked, welcome to the Peacemaker crew. Welcome to the Peacemaker family. Jumping in and smashing that subscribe button. It's out in front, still side by side. Keith Hackney and GT Hawkins continue to duke it out, continue to battle here at the front of the field. Nick Mills up into the top 5 here as he's on the outside of his counterpart in the other 88 truck, as we got a few 88s here in the field, maybe a bunch of Alex Bowmans or Dale Earnhardt Jr. fans in the stands here, and these guys, a few 88s, you see them starting to mix it up. Some drivers trying to make this a 3-wide race here. There's a couple of them jumping up to the high side. You see that 28 truck of Billy Milner really sliding around the racetrack here. Looking to try to make it 3-wide there for a little bit as he's right there behind the 42 of Cody Anderson. Ed Osborne trying to work himself back up towards the front here on the bottom side. He's right back there in that 9th position. You see Josh Fuller trying to work himself up towards the front. Still side by side, Keith Hackney and GT Hawkins continue to lead the way as we're going to jump into a quick Peacemaker Gaming Crank It Up. So ladies and gentlemen, crank up that volume and cheer on your favorite driver as we're going to crank it up. right there as green flag pit stops get underway. These guys had to really avoid and get onto the binders there as they were mixing it up. They had to try to drive around a couple of these guys that were down low, getting down pit side. That was a close one. Man, oh man, oh man, some green flag pit stops as you see Keith Hackney down, getting service back out onto the racetrack. The 88 truck, look, a big one right there, a big gain right there. The 3 trucks spun around. That's going to really affect his pit stop. It's a tough break there. I do believe that is... Oh, the 88 truck's still out there. Where is that 3 truck? Thomas Vieira, unfortunately, going around there down pit side. They're going to lose the draft here as you want to come out of the pit lane with everyone that you pitted with. See Keith Hackney coming out there. The 88 truck right with them. See some other trucks right there as well as Ed Osborne now down pit side. Jordan Salter down there as well. As these trucks come in to get some service as well. Reed Sanders there in the 4. See Donnie Battiest out there in the 67. Taylor Peacock already done his pit stop. Here's that Dance top-notch heating and cooling truck jumping out there right behind the 42 of Ed Osborne as they're still out in front. We'll have to see where Keith Hackney and the 88 truck come up to these two. See these 4 all teamed up together here as they were starting to break away a little bit there. See them come around those 2 trucks out of the pits, and we're going to see them try to pull away and break the draft here with them as they're going to pull away just ever so slightly here. You see the 14 of GT Hawkins trying to stick right there with that lead pack. See a big pack right there behind him, though. Being led by that 94 of Bobby Hall Jr. Bobby leading this good-sized pack right here, trying to catch up to Ed Osborne and Taylor Peacock. And Peacock and Osborne a little bit slower than these guys. They're going to try to jump up and join this draft. They may have to hang on to the back side of it. See this field pretty strung out now. Drivers spread out throughout the field here. Keith Hackney out in front. The top 4 drivers hooked up and trying to pull away from that next big gap between them as Ed Osborne and Taylor Peacock trying to close in on them. You can see this big group. They've got to be able to pull them in pretty quickly here, and you see them really dicing it up back there as we're down to the final 20 laps of this feature event. Some lap traffic just in front of our leaders there. You can see some other drivers, unfortunately, breaking off here. You see the 15 truck might just barely be in that draft, but starting to fall out of that draft. You see Joey Doucette, unfortunately, not in the draft here. He's quite a bit slower. Josh Fuller. You see Jordan Salter there. Donnie Battiest right there as well. A couple of these other drivers, unfortunately, not in that draft anymore, and they are way off the pace. Jared Mogard right there. Chuck Gentile a little bit farther back, way off the pace. Alex Huffman now going down a lap here for the number 2 truck. Wes Wiggin as well, a lap down. Drew Polar there, a lap down as well. Justin Winters, Thomas Vieira all lap down. Our pole sitter, Brandon Marlowe, down pit side here. Currently a couple laps down here, so a lot of damage there out of that first wreck for the 37 ride. Took him out of this one as he's way back in position. Number 28, he's in the last position on the racetrack as he's going to come out of pit lane here to see that lead pack go right on by him here once again. It's Adam Lancaster now to the outside as that big pack will cover a lead pack. We're going to see some more side-by-side action. Top 8 side-by-side here. Hackney down low on the bottom side, leading that bottom lane. The 88 ride of Adam Lancaster in front of that high side lane. Right there in position number 2. Lancaster looking to try to make it 2 for 2 here tonight, looking to try to pick up his second checkered flag of the evening. That 88 ride in that high lane here, trying to have a good run, trying to pick up the overall championship here. The winner of the top average finish between the 2 races tonight, going to come home with a big payday. Each driver who picks up a checkered flag is going to come home with an extra $50. A lot of money on the line here for these drivers, a lot of extra cash as they're trying to put some extra coin into their purse. It's going to come down here to the very end of this one as we still see some great side-by-side racing and field really bunched together. Now you see one driver dip it out. Who was that? Looks like Braxton DeWeese decided that, you know what, it was getting a little bit too hairy up there at the front of the field. He's going to drop down to the inside and let these guys go by him here. Trying to keep that truck safe, trying to keep it clean here. As there they go, wrecking Keith Hackney hard into a wall. The 42 ride going upside down. There goes the 88 ride of Lancaster way up into the air. Lancaster upside down. Hopefully that driver is okay. Some hard contact and a ton of damage to the 88 ride. Keith Hackney in there. Ed Osborne. A lot of damage as you see Lancaster take that ride right down pit side as the caution flag coming out here for the second time. Heartbreaker right there for Adam Lancaster as the 88 ride having such a good run. We're going to get a good look at this one as leading that high lane right there. The 42 gets loose, comes down, hits Hackney. Hackney gets up into him, and everyone just piles into it, and then up in the air, flying through the sky, hard onto his lid, goes the 88 machine of Adam Lancaster, our winner from Auto Club Speedway. Not having the fortune that he had in the first race of the evening there in that one. Hard right there into the 9 right of Blanchard, then up and into the sky and goes for a ride. Man, a tough break right there. Let's get another look at that one right from the cockpit here of that 88 machine. Nothing he can do, just gets hooked right there down the racetrack and then goes for a wild ride up through the air, hard onto his lid. Oh, heartbreaker there for Lancaster. We're going to jump on board here with Keith Hackney and see what happens here as Hackney looks like the 81 truck gets into the back of the 42. The 42 comes down the racetrack, hooks the left or the right rear of Keith Hackney. Hackney comes up into that right rear of Lancaster. Right here, you see that contact between the 81 and the 42. Then they both come up the racetrack. Hackney gets into the 88. 42 truck almost going, he's airborne, all 4 tires off the racetrack as well. I don't think he goes upside down. Hackney hard into the outside wall. A lot of heavy damage there for the 42 truck as well of Osborne. See some more drivers getting collected in this one as well as take another look at this one. I do believe you see the 9 truck of Blanchard get a huge lick into this one. See if we can find Blanchard here. There he is. Right here, tries to split him, goes down low here, but unfortunately the 88 truck comes down the racetrack right in front of him. The 101 right as Shepard gets collected in it as well. The 81 truck, hard couple licks there. The 88, a couple big hits as well. That's Winters getting collected in that one. See the 101 ride still going around. Jason Salter, almost avoided it, but then gets some heavy contact there into the side of the 81 truck. Man, a bunch of tore up race cars again here. We're going to have them stacked back up, and we're going to get ready to go back to Green Flag Racing. A couple drivers here out in front looking for the wave around. That's the 80 truck, and I do believe the 3 out there as well looking for the wave around. Trying to get a lap back here as Jonathan Atkins is out in front. The 14 ride of GT Hawkins there in second. Bobby Hall Jr., Billy Milner, and Braxton DeWeese up into position number 5. Josh Fuller, Jordan Salter, Donnie Battius, Matt Grenier, and Joey Doucette rounding out our top 10. Then we see Reed Sanders, Nick Mills, Chris Blanchard, one of those drivers that just got collected in that big wreck. Getting his quick repair, getting that truck back out onto the racetrack here. See Chuck Gentile out there as well. See Keith Hackney headed back down pit side here. Is Hackney going to go get some more work done? That 69K ride, the 42 of Cody Anderson down pit side. See Nick Mills down there as well. Taylor Peacock headed back down for some more work. Jason Salter will try to jump up and rejoin the field here. Dakota Shepard, Wes Wingend there as well. Adam Lancaster back out onto the racetrack. And Osborne still out there. I do believe these guys may be a lap down, unfortunately. See Drew Crowell getting a lap back there. The 3 truck right on his back bumper. That's Thomas Vieira getting their lap back. Trying to get back onto the lead lap here. I do believe they're still 1 lap down, so they're going to have to hope for another caution flag. As we're going to have them stacked back up, and we're going to get ready to go back to green flag racing here. The lights are turned off, that official iRacing pace car, and we're going to get ready to set them back loose late in this one with that late race caution flag. Really going to mix things up here at the front of the field. Yo, Lonnie Gear coming in with that like in the share. Anchor Browder coming in, smashing that like as well. Anchor, how you doing? Coming in, showing that love, smashing that like on the stream. Woo! Yeah, that was a great job and a great call there by Braxton DeWeese to stay off. You know, he was right up there. He was in about that 5th, 6th position. He was right there with Keith Hackney. Could have got collected in that wreck very easily. Decided about a couple laps beforehand to pull out of that battle, slide back, and now here he is with a fresh truck right there in position number 5. That 8 ride. Looking to have a good run here, playing it smart, avoiding that next big wreck, but still got plenty more laps left to go. Still a lot of trucks right there behind them, man. These guys are going to be trying to work their way towards the front, and the wrecks may not be over. We're going to get ready to head down to the Geico restart zone. Jonathan Atkins and GT Hawkins out in front. Atkins had a good run there at Auto Club, so you can look to see that 17 truck maybe have a good run here at Talladega as well and pick up the overall championship here for the evening, the best average finish, as we are back to green flag racing here at Talladega. A little bit of a broken restart again up there at the front of the field. That's maybe what Jonathan Atkins wanted to see, is it may take a few more laps to get that high side established. It may take a little bit for all these drivers to get lined up and pick up the amount of speed they need to make it a 2x2 battle at the front of the field, as GT Hawkins unfortunately sliding back ever so slightly. Not a lot of help right there behind him to shove him up towards the front. So he's actually going to slide back quite a bit here. He's back to about the 3rd position, as Bobby Hall Jr. having a good run up into position number 2 here. Oh, getting a good push there by Braxton DeWeese, as DeWeese sticking right there to the back bumper of the 94 truck. Going to keep Jonathan Atkins out in front. The 14 ride starting to get some help though up on the high side, so GT Hawkins trying to battle back strong with a good shove right there. Looks like he's actually going to lead that lap over Jonathan Atkins, as GT Hawkins getting a good shove by that 92 truck and Jordan Salter. Jordan Slater, sorry. I'm saying his name wrong all night long. Slater, Jordan Slater in that 92 truck. Braxton DeWeese right there in position number 5 down the inside. You can see Josh Fuller there to his outside, and here you go, the 88 truck. Wasn't going to take him long. He's got another 88 right behind him as he's trying to go 3 wide. That's Adam Lancaster. I do believe Lancaster may be a lap down here, but Lancaster up on the high side here. Doesn't matter. He's going to try to get to the front of the field here. He's going to try to race him with stealth back onto the lead lap, as he's up there 3 wide right now, trying to make some big moves, as the 14 ride of GT Hawkins is going to jump down to the inside here after he cleared the 17 of Atkins. So Atkins there in 2nd. Looking to give some shoves here to that 14 ride as that high side starting to fall apart once again. Jordan Slater trying to get some shoves here, trying to get some moves going. You see now the 8 ride of Braxton DeWeese is going to jump up to the outside. So Weiss now to the outside here, looking for a shove from the 92 truck, looking to get this high side rolling once again. Looking for some big moves and some big players there on the high side. More beating and banging. These guys trying to draft their way towards the front here, but not moving too far forward, staying right about even that time by for Braxton DeWeese as he stays right there in position number 3. The high side starting to get a little bit more organized. Third line still trying to come in. You see that number 28 line. Billy Milner jumping up to that third line as well. Milner, definitely one of those drivers you would think would jump up to that extreme high side. You see Keith Hackney jump up there now, as well as that middle lane starting to fade just ever so slightly. These guys trying to jump around high side to bottom side to high side here. Josh Fuller really moving around there. The 28 rider Milner getting moved around, bouncing around a little bit. The intensity starting to pick up here late in this one. Braxton DeWeese looking for a big shove here as him and GT Hawkins out in front. Hawkins gonna lead another lap, but Braxton DeWeese right there beside him. Here comes that third line way up on the high side. The third line getting established, and here comes the 28 ride. Way up there on the extreme high side. Billy Milner looking for some big shoves, looking for a little bit of extra help there. They may have it. Rear drivers starting to work their way up towards the front. You see Reed Sanders in the 4 truck. He's starting to pull up here. He's going to start to join the field. He's going to join this battle at the front, and he may jump up into that third lane. Look for some moves up here from some of these drivers. Rejoining these guys, starting to get a move on. The laps continue to click off. We're going to see some great 3-wide battles here throughout the field. That 28 truck side by side there as they're 3 wide there in that second row. 28 inching closer and closer towards the front here. GT Hawkins, Braxton DeWeese still side by side at the front of the field. You got Jordan Slater right there in the middle now as Billy Milner with a big shove up on the high side. Milner's gonna take the lead away, so that extreme high side working their way to the front here as Billy Milner's going to take the lead away as the 88 truck of Adam Lancaster is going to drive him up to the high side and take that lead away, and the caution flag is going to fly. The caution flag coming out here for the 3rd time as it looks like another big one. Back here looks like Josh Fuller getting collected here, starting this one off. As we're going to play it back just a little bit here as Fuller in the middle. Looks like he gets a shove here in the rear. He's going to go down the racetrack over the 94 truck's nose. Make a little bit of contact. Blanchard's going to go around Fuller up the racetrack to 16 to 15. Oh my gosh, Fuller up in the sky once again. We saw the same thing with Lancaster. And there goes Fuller through the air. My gosh, some heavy hits back here for these guys as another crazy wreck back here at the rear of the field. Fuller, Mac, Grenier, Reed Sanders, 16 ride of Joey Doucette collected in that as well. The 9 ride of Blanchard in there. More tore up race cars. Blanchard, unfortunately, nowhere to go, gets collected in this one. Oh, gets tagged there in the left rear and down the racetrack into the side of the 67. That was Donnie Thaddeus, unfortunately, getting collected there. We'll see the Josh Fuller go flying through the air here, right there. He's going to go up in the sky, and as the 9 truck gets stopped, you see him land there on the left-hand side. Some heavy hits there. A lot of tore-up race trucks again, and it's still not over. There's still a lot of trucks in this one, but man, what a run up there on the extreme high side for Billy Milner as he jumps up and takes the lead away using that 3rd lane. Jump up towards the front here. GT Hawkins there in 2nd. Braxton DeWeese in position number 3. Jonathan Atkins there in 4th. Jordan Slater there in 5th. Keith Hackney up into position number 6. That Next Level Racing EPI Papa Mike Promotions ride up there into position number 6 here in this one. Chuck Gentile up into position 7. Bobby Hall Jr. getting a little bit of contact there in that one. Still up inside the top 10 there in 8th. Taylor Peacock there in 9th. Nick Mills up into 10th here. Joey Doucette, Cody Anderson, Jared Mogard still out there on the racetrack as we see Salter out there. Jason Salter getting some work done to that truck. Some heavy damage there. Chris Blanchard right behind him. Dakota Shepard. See the 67 ride of Donnie Badius jumping back out onto the racetrack here. Still some pretty heavy damage to his ride. The 15 rolling back into the pits here. Some heavy smoke rolling out of the back of that truck. Some heavy damage there and a tough break there for Mac Ranieris. That's a lot of damage. The 2 truck there as well of Wes Winged. Some of these drivers unfortunately taking their cars off the racetrack. Alex Huffman back there with some heavy damage as well. Thomas Vieira still out on the racetrack looking to try to get another lap back here. Get back onto the lead lap here. So isn't Adam Lancaster. He goes down pit side, but looking to get back onto the lead lap. Like he is going to be back onto the lead lap, so we may have to keep an eye on that 88 truck of Adam Lancaster. Back onto the lead lap here. He just needs to have a good run here. Try to win that overall average finish to come home with a good payday. We'll have to wait and see if that 88 truck can work himself back through the field. Saw him do it there, a lap down. He was able to work himself up into position number 4. He put some good moves on there at the front of the field, shoving his teammate back up at, back to the lead here. So that was a big run and a big move there by the 88 truck. So we'll have to wait and see what he can do here in this one. All right, as we got them stacked back up, we're going to get ready to go back to green flag racing here. We should get that green flag back out in the air with 4 more laps left to go here. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you came here for a show. Well, here you go. We're about to get it on. These drivers about to let it all hang loose here. No breaks, no mistakes, and everyone's going to be trying to push their way towards the front. They're going to be helping their teammates as much as possible. But when it comes down to that final lap, there's no teammates left out there. These guys are all going to be hunting towards the front here, looking to try to pick up the checkered flag themselves. Everyone wants to come home with that extra little bit of a payday. That would be me flying in the air. Josh, I can see that. I can see that. I can see you flying through the air, my boy. I can see it. 100%. 100%. Yo, Mr. Dangles. What is good, Dangles? Shirley cheering on. Braxton Deweese as well. Yo, Carrie Hopkins coming in, cheering on Braxton. Braxton with a bunch of fans in the stands here as everyone cheered on that 8 ride. If you guys want to see that 8 ride, come down and pick up the checkered flag. Let's see those hashtags. Number 8 in the chat right now. Let's see those hashtag number 8 up in the chat. Let's see them. We're going to try to get these drivers lined back up here, and we're going to go back to green flag racing. Woo! Baby, this is a show. These guys are absolutely letting their all hang loose, and this is going to get exciting. To close this one out, Billy Milner with a big push there from that 88 truck to get the lead, so we're going to have to see what he can do now that he's not up on that extreme high side. Down on the bottom side here, as the pace car makes the hard left-hand turn, we're going to go back to the Geico restart zone, and we're going to get ready to go back to green flag racing as the green flag back out in the air. A good restart there out of the 28 truck. 14 hanging right there with him, with Braxton Deweese right on the back bumper here. The 28 going to give him a big shove. Here comes Jonathan Adkins to the back bumper here. Keith Hackney has lane choice. Hackney looks like he's going to jump down to the inside here. So isn't the 94. We did see, I do believe, one driver getting not a very good restart there. Not sure who that was. It was more of a white car. not getting the start he wanted. It might have been the 101 ride of Dakota Shepherd. Fortunately, sliding back, leaving that bottom side pretty broken up as they're side by side here at the front. Once again, hard onto the back bumper here of our leaders as GT Hawkins and Billy Milner out in front. Jonathan Atkins there to the outside in position number 3 as the 8 ride of Braxton DeWeese there on the inside. Here comes that third lane. Bobby Hall looking to try to make that third lane work. They may leave the 88 truck there in the middle of Mills all by himself. They think better of it. That's really going to start breaking up this high lane if they try to go 3 wide here. There's not a lot of cars left out there. Like 5 cars down at the bottom, 3 in the middle, and 2 trying to go 3 wide there as you see Keith Hackney getting a little bent out of shape there, going almost down through the infield, going to hang on to that truck and going to stay right there as the 14 trying to close the door there on Milner, couldn't quite get down. So a big run coming here out of the 28 truck as Milner trying to take that lead back. You'll see Bobby Hall Jr. up on that third lane, trying to make that third lane work. Not making up any ground, though. They have to wait later on. Maybe one of these other trucks will go with them. Maybe they can start splitting some of these guys off throughout the middle to work himself back up towards the front as the 14 is going to shove his way down. 28 having to get on the binders just a little bit there. He's going to be right back behind that 14 truck, hard into his rear bumper as now GT Hawkins leading the way here, trying to hold down the fort. Jonathan Atkins there in position number 2, looking for some big shoves and some big pushes here from Nick Mills, as Mills is right there in 5th. Hackney there in that 6th position, 4th in line on the bottom side. Now you see some of these other drivers starting to join this battle at the front here. Hackney, it's getting a little mixed up here. Milner's going to go through the middle. Some contact. Around goes DeWeese. Keith Hackney collected in it hard into the outside wall. The 88 ride of Mills trying to hang on here. Not sure if Braxton DeWeese got much more damage. Quite a bit there on that 8 truck. But we're going to see the caution flag come back out. And we're going to go to an overtime finish here in this one. A little bit of contact as these guys really start to break it up towards the front of the field here. I'm going to play it back just a little bit as off of corner number 2, it looks like the 28 ride trying to get underneath of GT Hawkins here. And everything right behind him starts to get a little bit mixed up as they go 3 wide right there. Some contact between DeWeese and the 28 ride. Really gets things kicked off there. So we'll take a look and see what happens here throughout this one for DeWeese. Is unfortunate break there for him, right in the wrong place at the wrong time. That 8 ride gets shoved up into the 17. The 88 ride, Keith Hackney there as well. Other drivers driving into his rear end there. Luckily enough, staying out of that inside wall, but pretty heavy damage. I think Keith Hackney ended up with the worst of that one as Hackney hard into that outside wall. A tough break there for Keith. Keith not having the night that he really wanted to have here tonight as take a look at this one from the chopper here. Hackney pancakes that outside wall. Some pretty heavy right side damage. You see some of these other trucks flying by him here. I believe that is our 4th or 5th caution flag here in this one. Man, oh man, oh man. That's going to mix things up here once again. So that's going to bring a lot of these drivers that were still a few laps down and see Lancaster jumping back out there. We'll have to see him try to drive his way through the field. Mac Grenier out there as well. Donnie Battiest. Pretty heavy damage, getting some more work done. You see Billy Milner jumping back out onto the racetrack. Hackney still parked down pit side after some heavy contact. Jordan Slater down there as well in the 92. You see that truck getting some fresh tires put on it. Taylor Peacock rolling back out onto the track as Hackney looking to maybe rejoin the field here, but man, that truck is absolutely tore apart. Wes Wiggin out there as well in the 88. That truck looking brand new here. But he's going to get a quick repair done to that truck, and he's going to rejoin the field here. But I'm not sure. It looks like he's on. He may be a lap down here. I'm not 100% sure, Chad. As GT Hawkins out in front here in that Glory Pole Company number 14 ride, that GP Co. number 14 ride out in front, leading the way. Jonathan Atkins there in position number 2. Atkins with a good run in our first race of the night. He's looking to try and pick up. He's trying to pick up that overall best average finish in the big payday here in this one, but I know he'd also like to be down here in victory lane. Bobby Hall Jr. there in position number 3, looking to rebound after that first race. Looking for a good run here in this one is that Earl Shop Flex Motorsports number 94 ride there in 3rd. Jared Mugard there in position number 4 with Cody Anderson there in 5th. And that Claude Haggerty super sponsor man there in position number 5. Braxton DeWeese still out on the racetrack there in that 6th position. That short track report number 8 ride. See Joey Doucette there to his inside. Some pretty heavy right side damage there as well. The 16 ride, then you see the Shepherd Motorsports Dakota Shepherd ride there in 8th. Jason Salter in that D1 RT number 10 ride up into 9th. And Adam Lancaster gonna be there in that 10th position. So Lancaster, they're winning our first race of the evening, getting collected early on in a big wreck. Now into position number 10 here, back on the lead lap. We're gonna have to wait and see if this 88 ride can work himself towards the front here to try to pick up that best average finish. And he's gonna have to gain a few more spots here as Jonathan Atkins, I do believe, was gonna have a, if he finished right there in 2nd in that 17 truck, I do believe he'd have a 3rd average finish. Coming 4th in that first race, coming home 2nd in this one will put him in that 3rd spot. So that may give him the best average finish if Lancaster can't find any more positions out there on the racetrack. Matt Grenier back out there, Billy Milner out there, Taylor Peacock, Donnie Battiest out there, Jordan Slater, Wes Wiggin, Nick Mills, Drew Proel out there as well in that 80 ride. I believe Drew, unfortunately, a lap down here. I believe it may be Wes Wiggin, maybe the last truck on the lead lap, as we're going to get ready to go back to green flag racing here late in this one. Our first overtime attempt here of the evening. Bill cheering on Cody Anderson, cheering on Cody out there on the racetrack. A lot of those 8 rides out there. Let's go, number 8, Braxton. Come on, boy. Great save, buddy. A great save. Hopefully not too much damage there to the 8 ride. As we're going to get ready to go back to green flag racing, as the green flag back out in the air here for overtime at Talladega Super Speedway. The 14 ride out in front here, but a big shove there on the outside by the 00 is going to pull dead even here. So Jonathan Atkins and GT Hawkins 1 and 2. A big shove coming out of the 94 of Bobby Hall Jr. It's the rest of the field trying to get organized, trying to work their way towards this top 4 cars. Cody Anderson right there in position number 5. Anderson having a good run up inside the top 5 here. Looking for someone to give him a couple good pushes here. The 01 ride right there. Dakota Shepherd there in 7. Joey Doucette there in that 6th position in the 16 ride. You can see Adam Lancaster getting some big shoves here to that 101 truck. Trying to get him up towards the front, but now Here comes the 81 right through the middle. That's Taylor Peacock right down the middle of the racetrack here, as now you see the 17 get shoved into the middle. As the 00 jumps up to the high side here in front of the 101. Some contact. Around goes the 94 ride. The 101 of Shepherd collected in that as well. The 88 of Lancaster collected. The 88, I do believe, of Drew Poehler in there as well. We see a lot of drivers get collected. Bobby Hall Jr. with some massive damage going upside down, going airborne there as well. And the caution flag coming back out, but that was the final lap. So we're going to race back to the checkered flag here, as the white flag was already out. We're going to see that checkered flag up in the air here. GT Hawkins out in front. Cody Anderson right there on his back bumper. Jason Salter, Joey Doucette as they come down through the turn oval, and here they come to the checkered flag. And it's GT Hawkins picking up the checkered flag here as mayhem unfolded in corner number 1 and 2. They race down through the backstretch and out of corner number 4. It's GT Hawkins picking up the checkered flag. Cody Anderson coming home there in position number 2. Jason Salter there in third in that D1RT Racing number 10 ride. Joey Doucette coming home in 4th. Mac Renier coming home there in 5th. Braxton DeWeese in 6th. Jonathan Atkins in 7th. Donnie Battiest in 8th. Nick Mills coming home in position number 9. Jordan Slater there in position number 10 with Billy Milner there in 11th. Jared Mogard, Taylor Peacock, Wes Wiggin, Dakota Shepard rounding out our top 15. Bobby Hall Jr., Thomas Fiera, Drew Poehler, Adam Lancaster coming home in 19th. A heartbreaker there for Lancaster. Man, he was looking to have a good finish here and trying to pick up the overall best average finish, and unfortunately, don't think that's going to happen, as we're going to try and take a look here and see what happens as the white flag has been thrown. Do believe the 00 ride jumps up to the high side here. Do believe that is the 00 of Jared Mogard jumping up to the extreme high side. He's going to try to come down the racetrack here. As he comes down, that go hard or go home truck tries to clear the 17 of Adkins right there. Not clear. Gets spun around down into the left rear quarter panel of Bobby Hall Jr. Hall goes up the racetrack, and then from that point on, it is on like Donkey Kong. 1, 2 trucks upside down. That's Lancaster and Bobby Hall flying through the air upside down. The second big hit there for Lancaster. Man, oh man, oh man. We're going to watch this one back in full speed here. We'll play it back here and see what happens, as, man, that was pretty deadly. Oh my, a vicious flip there for both Bobby Hall and the 88 ride of Lancaster. See that carnage unfold there in corner 1 and 2, but then they race all the way back to the start-finish line here. Side by side for a little bit, the 42 truck trying to get a good run around the 14 of GT Hawkins, just quite couldn't get it, and a little bit of a draft there coming out of the 16 down on the bottom side, just giving that little bit of an advantage to the 14 of GT Hawkins. I thought right around here we would have saw a move come out of that 42. Maybe the 10 ride of Salter would have jumped up to the high side with him, trying to leave the 14 ride out high and dry, but never got the run he needed. GT picked up that checkered flag. Let's take a look back here at Lancaster. Adam Lancaster going for a wild ride here. Let's take a look right from the cockpit here. See what this 88 ride is. A little contact right there, and then, oh, nowhere to go. Upside down, flying violently through the air. Oh my gosh. Help me, baby Jesus. Help me, Tom Cruise. Help me, Oprah Winfrey. I'm on fire. As Adam Lancaster comes finally to a stop down the bottom of corner number 2 there. Very crazy, crazy wreck there for that 88 machine. Well, ladies and gentlemen, give it up here to our race winner, GT Hawkins, picking up the checkered flag here in this one. What a race and what a run here by that number 14 ride, picking up the checkered flag from Columbus, Ohio. GT picking up the checkered flag. What a wild finish to this one, man. What a wild finish. F them mofos. Oh, Bobby, my boy, you're having a rough night tonight, man. Couple good cars, but unfortunate break there in that one, homie. Cody cheering on and thanking his sponsor, Claude Haggerty. Claude coming on board here, sponsoring this race as well. A huge thank you there to him as well, Claude. Thank you for jumping on board, making all this happen here. Huge thank you as, man, what a race and what a good run there by Cody Anderson coming home in position number 2. I thought you were going to make a move there, Cody. I thought you were going to make a move. I thought you were going to be able to jump up there and take that top spot away there. But good, solid race nonetheless, man. A great run and a great drive there out of that 42 machine. Congratulations, GT. Excellent run, man. That was a great run. Good job, buddy. Congrats, a winner, man. That was wicked. That was a great race nonetheless. Ladies and gentlemen, if you guys enjoyed that racing action, make sure y'all hit that like button on the stream, hit that share button, hit that follow button if you're watching on Facebook. If you're watching on YouTube, smash that like and smash that subscribe button. As man, oh man, we're going to get primed and ready for more and more crazy races like these ones, man, as these guys put on one heck of a show for us once again tonight. That was a lot of fun. 42, good race, says Bill. Man, a great race there. Keeping that car nice and safe right down to the very end, and he was right there within striking distance, but man, a solid second place run. And so we're going to jump up into the broadcast booth here with our race winner. There we go, these guys in here. Let me see if we can find GT. I can't drag him up that far, though. That's the thing. All right, ladies and gentlemen, give it up here for GT Hawkins as he picks up the checkered flag here tonight in this one. We're going to bring him up here into the broadcast booth. Hey, GT, it's Aaron up here in the Peacemaker Broadcasting booth. Do you get a copy?
Yeah, I got you. How's it going?
It's going pretty good. GT, my boy. Take us back through that race, man. We saw a lot of carnage unfold, a lot of mayhem, and coming right down to the very end, you saw some more carnage there behind you after that white flag was thrown. The 42 truck right there to your outside. You got a little bit of a draft down into 3 to keep him there to your outside. He had to fall in behind you. Were you a little bit nervous that maybe Cody was going to make a move and try to get around you there coming down to the checkered flag?
Oh yeah, most definitely. I was expecting it. I was ready to block it as hard as I could. I mean, I had to block a few laps before that on the last one, and little scuffle happened there behind me. But I mean, I got caught up in the first wreck. Luckily, we had a fast repair, so I got it fixed. And then it was just highway driving for 40 laps or so after that, and then coming down to it, I was ready to block. So. It's been a while since I've won a race, so I wanted that one bad.
Absolutely. Well, that 14 truck looks very good down here in Talladega Superspeedway Victory Lane. GT, man, what a crazy race, man. Take us back through that one. You said you got in that wreck. What were your thoughts there after being way back there with so many cars still in front of you? It's hard to navigate through all the traffic and everything else, choosing lines, choosing lanes. Coming through the field here, you were able to work your way back up, avoid some more carnage that happened in front of you, be able to get yourself in the position here to pick up the checkered flag tonight.
Yeah, I mean, the first wreck that I got in, I was like 80% of the way through it, and then I was thinking in my head like, oh, that's great, I'll have another fast repair to save for later, and then somebody came across my nose, killed me. So then it was, like I said, mostly just staying on the bottom and following, I was kind of trying to watch fuel because we were kind of close on that too. So, yeah, I was mostly highway driving. I got picked up by my teammate Keith Hackney and put me front row. So then after that, it was just mirror driving and staying hugging that yellow line.
Absolutely, man. Well, you run it absolutely perfectly here in this one. You keep that 14 ride out in front. You pick up the checkered flag. GT, congratulations on picking up the win here at Talladega Super Speedway in the Bluegrass iRacing Series. Man, who would you like to thank for such a solid run and a great performance here tonight in this one?
Yeah, thanks my teammates Cornerstone. Thanks to Jason and everybody at Bluegrass for putting this on. It's a really cool deal on a Saturday night. I'm not doing anything else. good to have fun with everybody. Thanks for broadcasting. Appreciate it. Gonna enjoy watching this one back. Glory Pole and all my friends, family out watching. Thanks.
Absolutely, my boy. Well, congratulations on picking up that checkered flag. Hopefully, we'll see you up here in the Bluegrass broadcasting booth more and more often here throughout the rest of the year, and hopefully, we get back into the swing of picking up these checkered flags, and hopefully builds a little bit of momentum up here for you, as I'm sure you're going to be very, very hungry to be back up here in victory lane after getting this one.
No doubt.
GT,
Appreciate you again.
Congratulations, and have yourself a wonderful night, my boy.
Yeah, you too. Thanks.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to pull up our second place finisher now. Cody Anderson coming home there in position number 3, but give it up one more time there to GT Hawkins, as Hawkins picking up the checkered flag here in this one, picking up that extra $50 payday of coming home in that top spot and winning this feature event at Talladega Super Speedway. We're going to pull in our second place finisher now. 42 truck of Cody Anderson, as Anderson coming home here in position number 2. We're going to pull him up here into the broadcast booth for a quick post-race interview. Hey, Cody, it's Aaron up here in the Peacemaker Broadcasting booth. Did you get a copy?
Yep.
Cody, my boy, a great run, a great drive here for you tonight. You avoid a lot of carnage here throughout this one. We saw a lot of drivers have some issues, a lot of big flips and everything else all around you. You're able to avoid it there right at the end. You come out of corner number 2 in position number 2, side by side there with GT. You guys battle all the way back there to the front straightaway. It didn't look like you had quite enough of a run or enough help there behind you to make that move to get out and around them there. But, man, you gave it a good shot and a good run coming home here in position number 2 tonight.
Yeah, coming there to the checkered, I was down a little on engine power, and once I got out there by myself, the wind just caught me and started to parachute, so I figured taking second place would be better than trying to stay out there and just falling all the way back.
Absolutely, man. A great run and a great drive here for you. We had a lot of fans in the stands here tonight cheering you on, hoping for a good run, and here you are up here on the podium in position number 2. One spot short of that checkered flag, but, man, it's got to feel pretty good to be up here in the broadcast booth.
Yeah, it's better than sitting back in where I was in the Auto Club race.
Absolutely, my boy. Well, congrats on a good run here in this one. Cody, who would you like to thank for such a wicked performance here tonight at Talladega?
First and foremost, I want to say thanks to Alex Robinson for maneuvering me through majority of those wrecks. He came in as my spotter. And then I want to say thank you to WJM Motorsports, Claude Haggerty, Super Sponsor Man, Oxy Green Solutions, ExtremeSimRacing.com, Babs Body Shop, and then to my teammates that I had in the race. I was working with the Flex guys. I couldn't have got up there without them, and then my WJM teammate Drew Prohl.
Beauty. Well, Cody, congratulations on picking up that second spot here in this one, man. A great run and a great drive, and hopefully, this built some good momentum for you, and hopefully we'll see you back up here picking up some more podiums and maybe a checkered flag here before long.
Hopefully.
Cody, have yourself a wonderful evening and enjoy this solid second place run.
Thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, give it up there for our second place finisher. Coming home here in that second spot, Cody Anderson with a great run here, coming home there with a solid podium finish in that 42 truck, man, avoiding that late race Carnage is somehow ending up there in that second spot with a good run, a solid top 5 car there towards the end. And then unfortunately, we saw some of those drivers up inside the top 5 come together, and a good benefit there for himself and being able to jump up and take that second spot. Definitely in the good books there for him, as he had a great run and a great drive here and played that absolutely perfectly. Sometimes it's more of being in the right place at the right time. Sometimes it goes the other way, as we saw for some drivers here tonight. But, man, a good run there for Cody as he comes home in position number 2. As we're going to get ready here to pull in our third place finisher, the 10 ride of Jason Salter. Jason coming home here in position number 3. Another driver had issues early on in the evening. Coming home there in position number 2. What a run, man. What a run. Boo, Cody. Cheer. Come on now, Bobby. Boo, Cody. Come on. Come on now. Be nice. Cody Anderson coming in, smashing that like on the stream as well. Awesome broadcasting. Yo, Crooked, love to hear that. Love to hear that. I'm glad you guys enjoyed the show. Glad to hear that you guys, had some fun watching this and watching all these drivers go to battle here tonight. As we're going to jump up into the broadcast booth one more time here, we're going to pull our third place finisher, Jason Salter, up here for his post-race interview. Hey, Jason, it's Aaron up here in the Peacemaker broadcasting booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Jason, my boy, what a run, what a race here for yourself, man. And we saw a lot of carnage out there. We saw you get tied up a couple times in a few of those big wrecks. Unfortunate break for yourself, but a little bit of being in the right place at the right time as you're able to work yourself through that carnage there on that last lap and somehow come out of corner number 2 in that third position, man, is a great run. Actually, you're 4th and able to jump up and make that pass on the 16 ride to jump up and snag that third position here tonight.
Yeah, I didn't have a whole lot of luck most all night. My shifter messed up on the Auto Club race, and instead of going to third, I went to first and blew the motor up a couple laps in. And then this race, it just seemed like I couldn't miss a wreck until right there at the end, and luckily I made it through it.
Absolutely, my boy. Well, it's definitely a little strange for me. I'm normally used to seeing you on the dirt stuff, but here you are on the pavement stuff, having another good run and joining us up here in the broadcasting booth, man. Take us through, the difference here, jumping behind the wheel of a dirt late model to jumping in behind one of these trucks, man. Totally different rides and totally different ways to run these races, man. How did you keep up and ahead of the curve here to be able to have a great run like you did here tonight?
Usually I just kind of, especially in these super speedway races, kind of put myself in a spot where I can see where everybody's at, and if a wreck happens, then I can mostly miss it. But like that time, there wasn't a whole lot of missing I could do. But it's nice to get off the dirt every once in a while and go race something a little different. Kind of change of pace is always good.
Absolutely, mixing it up just ever so slightly. Well, we saw you mix it up here throughout this one, and here you are in position number 3. Jason, who do you got to thank for such a wicked run here tonight in this one?
I'd like to thank Bluegrass for letting us come race, D1RT, you guys for broadcasting, and everybody out there watching. I hope they enjoyed it.
Absolutely, my boy. Well, Jason, congratulations on the third place run, homie. Hopefully we'll see you up here in the broadcast booth here very shortly. That'd be back in the dirt or back here on the flat top, on the asphalt. But, either or. Hopefully we see you back up here in the broadcasting booth.
I'll take it any way I can get it.
Absolutely, my boy. Have yourself a wonderful night and enjoy this solid third place finish.
Appreciate it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, give it up there one more time for the 10 ride of Jason Salter. Salter coming home there in position number 3. What a run and what a drive there. As it looks like we are going to take a look at our overall standings here, and it looks like first place overall is going to be the 16 ride of Doucette. Doucette going to come home here in the top spot, coming home in 4th in this feature event, and Joey Doucette is going to pick up the overall best average finish, and he is going to pick up the championship here. So what a run there by the 16 ride in both races, having the best overall average finish. Hawkins going to come home in 2nd. Adkins going to come home in 3rd. Matt, Mogard, Slater, Lancaster, Marlowe, Mills, and Milner going to round out the top 10 here. Some great racing and some great battles out there as we're going to jump up into the broadcast booth with our 4th place finisher here in this one, but also our overall winner. If we still have him in here, we do still have Joey in here. So let's see if we can pull Joey up and through here real quick. All right, ladies and gentlemen, give it up here for the 16 rider, Joey Doucette, as he picks up the overall championship here in this one. Hey, Joey, it's Aaron up here in the Peacemaker Broadcasting booth. You got a copy?
Yes, I got a copy.
Joey, my boy, I just got the word. It looks like you're the man with the plan here all night long, picking up the overall best average finish here, coming home first place in the Bluegrass iRacing Series double dash for cash here. You had the best overall average finish, so coming home in that top spot, picking up the payday, man. Take us back through these races and how you ended up with the best average finish.
Auto Club, I'm really good at Auto Club, and I think I started like 23rd, 24th at Auto Club. Just trying to miss the chaos in front of me and just pace around a little bit. See, I haven't run with these guys a lot, so I was like, well, I'm gonna test the waters here, and got up there, took some tires at the end, and I smacked that wall coming out of 2 with about 2 to go, and another car got around me at Auto Club, and I was like, all right, I'll take a P3, finish P3, and Adam won. So congratulations to him on that victory there at Auto Club. And Daytona didn't qualify. I was like, I know how super speedways race. Try to stay out of the chaos. I got in a couple. Didn't have to take a fast repair until maybe like 10 laps to go. And then I think I plowed through one, but barely had any damage. Stayed out then that green white checkered, and something happened, and I can't think about the high side guys that I was with Travis Twitty and Clemens, Peacock, Blanchard, Ed, Billy was in there, and thanks for Jason for putting this on. Thank you for broadcasting, man. Thanks for all the sponsors that sponsor this. Again, I'm not quite sure who sponsors this because this was a last minute thing for me. So I thank all those guys. Again, thank Jason and the Bluegrass group for letting me join this race. Thank the NRE Motorsports M1 Brady that's put this paint on this truck, and I'm just glad overall. I mean, it was just take it easy and try to finish the race where I'm, where I'm knew where I was comfortable in to get the best finishes I could. So
absolutely, man. Well, you do a great job of that here this evening, coming home with a 3rd and a 4th place finish here and picking up that best overall average finish. Joey, congratulations on picking up the extra little bit of a payday here, coming home with the main goal of the evening. As much as it's nice to pick up these checkered flags and everything else, it's always nice to be able to be that guy basically picking up that championship at the end of the night, getting that big payday, and having all the extra bragging rights of being that best overall finisher.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you for broadcasting and coming out and doing this. And again, thanks to Jason for putting this on. I never have good luck at these money races like this, but I'm glad tonight I was the lucky one.
Absolutely, my boy. Joey, congratulations on picking up the overall winnings here in this one, my boy. And hopefully, this will help build a little bit of momentum, and hopefully we'll be seeing you down in victory lane here, picking up the checkered flags and picking up more wins and more of these wins in these money races, as hopefully this will give you a good little bit of momentum throughout the rest of your iRacing career.
Yes, very much appreciated, bub.
Absolutely, Joey. Have yourself a wonderful night, and don't party too hard down there in victory lane.
All right, bub. Thanks.
You have a good night.
You too.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, give it up there for Joey Doucette as he picks up the overall championship here, coming home with that big payday. What a run and what a race there. Both races for Joey, man, a third place finish and a fourth place finish, man. Having that best overall finish is absolutely insane, man. To be able to be, in that place at the end of these races and being that driver that has the best overall finishes is absolutely crazy, man. There's so much talent, so many good drivers out there in both of these races. And really, Auto Club is a good strategy and a good racetrack to race on, where Talladega is a lot of just a lot of luck, man. We saw, late in this one, we saw Jonathan Adkins, who, had a good run at Auto Club. He was up towards the front. He was sitting up there in that second, third position. We saw, Adam Lancaster, who won the Auto Club race. He was up there, up inside the top 5, having a good run. Just needed a couple more positions and probably would have been able to pick up the overall best finish. And then unfortunately gets collected in that late race wreck and ends up in 19th position and, almost outside the top 10 as the average finisher after picking up the checkered flag at Auto Club. That would have been a heartbreak right there, but still coming home with a little bit of something, but still definitely not the way he wanted things to go here at Talladega's. I know he wanted to be the guy down here putting that crown on as the champion here between the two races, but unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to call it there on that note, man. What a run and what a race here all night long. These guys put on a wicked, wicked show. I like what you're wearing tonight. Very fancy. Oh, Tristan, we are always dressing to impress here at Peacemaker Gaming, man. We always dress to impress, always try to put on the best show possible here for all the fans in the stands and all these drivers that are out here on the racetrack. So a huge round of applause to not only all these drivers, man, but everyone jumping in and enjoying the show here and becoming part of the Peacemaker family. Anyone that came in with the likes, the shares, the comments, I appreciate each and every one of you, whether you're on Facebook or YouTube or anywhere else, man. We appreciate you guys, anyone coming in, showing that love over there on the Bluegrass iRacing Series channels. That'd be on their YouTube or on their Facebook channels. We appreciate you guys tuning in over there as well. But, man, what a great, great race. What a great run here all night long. Yes, late May model sucks. Can you please put in the chat, there is something wrong with my sound? There's something wrong with your sound, Tristan? I don't know what's wrong with your sound, my boy. Hopefully it's better. Hopefully it's working. Hopefully it's working, my boy. But, yeah, there's some late model races. You just have to look through Facebook and stuff, my boy. I don't think we have any that are open right now. Myself, Bluegrass may have some, and I'm not sure if you mean, like, late models as in late models pavement or late models in dirt. I mainly do dirt. Pavement isn't my normal go-to, so it's a little bit out of my element, but and just popped on. Okay, perfect. Sometimes it mutes itself maybe on your phone or something. I'm not too sure. Sometimes it does some weird things like that. But listen, ladies and gentlemen, man, thank y'all for tuning in. An absolute wicked, wicked night of racing action, man. A lot of fun, a lot of great racing, a lot of good side-by-side battling, a lot of strategy, and a few crazy, crazy wrecks up there on the racetrack made for some quite a bit of excitement throughout the evening. But unfortunately, we got to call it there on that note. Man, I can't thank you guys enough for tuning in. You guys put on a great show here and great crowd to be up here in the booth with us, cheering all these drivers on, having a wicked, wicked evening. Pavement. Yeah, see, I don't do much pavement, so you'd have to get a hold of the Bluegrass iRacing guys to be able to see if they're doing if they got any late model action coming up, because I don't do much pavement stuff, so I don't know any of the leagues that do the late model pavement stuff. But definitely take a look through some of the different sites and everything else, and maybe get a hold of Jason Collins and see if he knows, or get a hold of like the Bluegrass iRacing Series guys over on Facebook or on Twitter, if they're on Twitter or not. Kind of get a hold of those guys and see if they can point you in the right direction there on that note. But anyways, guys, listen, thank y'all for tuning in, man. A great night, a great evening. I can't thank y'all enough for tuning in, but unfortunately, that is going to be it for the evening. We're going to play one commercial, then we're going to end the stream. So thank y'all for tuning in, and I'll see y'all tomorrow night for some more racing action. Peace out, ladies and gentlemen. Peace out, baby. Woo! What a night.
Yeah, I gotta keep it trendy on my soul. I'm the most selfish person that I know. Here we go, down the rabbit hole. Got a couple carrots round my neck. Self-respect, when you out of line, you put yourself in check. They don't hear me, they don't hear me though. Cycles going round and round and round like a merry-go. Stand for truth, or fall for any old scenario. That's why I keep my circle smaller than a Cheerio. Cause it's the company you keep. Stay woke, please don't get caught sleep. End up sowing what you reap. Know your worth, and don't sell cheap. The ghost is inside of me, can't take it out of me. No matter where I've been, start where I'm meant to be. I be shining perfect timing, check your watch. And I know who I am no longer lost. I got tired of walking around with a mask on, smiling but my heart singing sad songs. Yeah, I was living for myself, I was dead wrong till I got the call, no cell phone. I got tired of walking around with a mask on, smiling but my heart singing sad songs. Yeah, I was living for myself, I was dead wrong till I got the call, no cell phone. Man, you talking to the real me. Yeah.